Well, it looks like we are live. So, hello everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. And yes, you read that right. We've had to do the dreaded COVID test, and it was not pleasant. It's strange how going back to school made it way more fucking likely that our kids were gonna bring fucking something home. We don't know if it's the dreaded lurgy or if it's just something. We reckon it's probably something, but you're not allowed to take that risks anymore. So we've managed to get a hold of some tests, and those have been sent off. And hopefully we're not that. In some ways, like considering how not sick we are, I kind of want it to be. Right, I've just realised I am playing through something. It's this, isn't it? It's fucking Linus. Shut up, Linus. I wondered why it didn't sound like me. So in some ways I kind of hope it is, and that we'll be fine. But
I go on about you having a sensitive gag reflex because you're pathetic. And then I did it, and oh god.
Yeah, so the test we did was, I had a finger test. They shoved a swab right up my cuticle.
Oh.
What? Oh.
No, it's Tusk. Never mind.
Alright. Okay. Oh god, yeah. Okay, I've just realised all the ramifications of that.
Yeah.
But getting the cotton bud shoved down your throat, you kind of had to do it yourself. Kids were fucking champions.
You did really well. Me, I cried.
You were absolutely pathetic.
I was drooling and my eyes were watering.
I kept making extremely loud gagging sounds and then pissing my pants laughing because I didn't realise it would be so...
Because I'm heavy-handed, I can still feel it where I did mine.
Oh yeah, you've been bitching about it for fucking hours.
Yeah, I can still feel it. Because I'm so heavy-handed, I went for it.
Yeah, and then when... So you have to take them to special post box. So first we had to find one, and there was two near us, and one of them was like more up a cul-de-sac and like out of the way. So I had a preference for going there, so I didn't have to see any people. Because the other closest one was like on a main street, so I was like, no, I don't want to go to that one. I want to go to this other one. Turns out it's in an area. I knew it was an area I didn't know, but it was all fucking uphill. I couldn't believe it. And then when I got there, I looked on the thing, and it had disappeared off the map. And it wasn't there anymore. I was like, oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. So I ended up doubling the length of journey and having to go to the one I didn't want to go to anyway. So I was super fucking happy about that. But it's done now, and there we go. Yeah. Oh, it's Sarcastic Barman. How you doing, man? I'm currently off school because 3 people in my year have the Rona. But in their infinite wisdom, the school is not sending the whole year home. Silly people. Hockey is so much...
One thing I've noticed as well is they're desperate to keep the schools open.
Yeah, and the pubs.
Because they want people to go to work.
Yeah. Hockey is so much more fun if you pretend they're fighting for the world's last Oreo. World's last giant Oreo. Because that'd be a big fucking... To be honest,
that would actually make me watch it.
I would watch the shit out of that.
But I like aggressive sports anyway, so like I like watching rugby because they all attack each other, and who doesn't like really big burly guys? So
I mean I'm not a huge fan. Yo, so sick. Whiskey. Ah, someone's speaking my language. Whiskey. Rob, whiskey.
The back of the throat thing.
Hey, it was pretty gross. I was in hospital and had to be tested. Got told, I'll know I've done it right if I gag and almost puke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon I did it right.
Yeah, you have to do the swab on your tonsils, and then it was sticking it up your nose, and that felt so fucking unnatural. My eyes were streaming with that.
The thing with that test, you only have the one swab. So you do your tonsils, and then you stick this now your saliva wet and with whatever the fuck is on your tonsils, and you ram it into the back of your nose. It's also really weird just how far up you can get something without hurting yourself, because it says like you have to push it in about an inch, and I'm like, okay. Was it a point of care immunocyte or an RT-PCR? I don't know what those words mean. It was, if you're talking about the test, it was a big cotton bud that I attacked the back of my throat with and then stuck up my nose.
One of those really coarse ones, which I think is the same ones that they use for smear tests, because those fucking hurt.
Yeah. So it was nosegasms. I was surprised I didn't sneeze. Gag and about to puke, so we're all talking about whiskey. Hey, I like whiskey for some reason.
Yeah, you don't do your nose first, for fuck's sake.
Tasty. Hey, so sick. Can I have a validation, please? You need some validation, or what? It's like if you parked somewhere, because I mean, I might be all powerful, but you know, I can't give parking validation. Tests they are using here just makes you want to sneeze. Oh, I mean, I was surprised. What if you don't have tonsils? That's what I was wondering.
You probably just have to wipe the back of your throat.
You did, yeah.
Oh god, that'd be so much easier. I wish I didn't have tonsils now. Like my sister, she doesn't have it. She's got roots of her tonsils.
Sup, Team Skeptic? Yeah, like you keep getting tonsillitis.
I got
like every 5 bastard minutes.
But I've had it shitloads since I was a kid. I constantly get tonsillitis all the time, and then my sister gets her tonsils removed, but I don't. I think it's favoritism.
Last one this week. The kind of person that believes abstinence is the only form of birth control also believe a virgin got pregnant. Fair. My sinuses were on fire for 3 days after. You're still sucking.
My tonsils, where I wiped it against, it feels like I've got a cut on it.
Oh, that's fucking unpleasant.
Yeah, that's why I can keep feeling it. And I can still feel where I shoved it up my nose. And occasionally my body goes, do you remember this? And I remember sticking something down my throat and I go, for half a second.
Joe asks, what is my favourite whiskey? My answer is yes.
Like, we're a little bit ill. Like, I think, to be honest, I think it's just a chest thing. I don't think it's actually COVID, proper COVID. I think it's just, we've got a chest cold and that's it.
I don't know what...
But it's a thing, it's so hard to tell. Because I keep testing my temperature and occasionally I have spikes in fever. But I don't know.
You got the fever.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I'm probably going through pre-menopause now as well.
You got the poly.
I got the pause.
Here is to alcohol, the MVP of 2020. Alcohol and VR, they've been the best ones. Well, video games in general. So it literally just has very little difference to our
We haven't got the results back yet. We did it today.
That's
we went looking around to actually get a test. And everywhere we looked said, oh, it's not available here, not available here. And the things that I looked up to sort of like figure out where do people actually get them from. And they said, oh yeah, there's usually like a 4-week wait for most places.
Yeah. So
the school had to go get their tests and give them to us.
We asked about it and the school gave us some. We didn't ask them for it. They just, I assume, because they want all kids back in school as much as possible, because otherwise, like, what's the point of them? So, but yeah, it was really annoying to do as well, because each test is like got a fucking shitload of barcodes that all go with them, and you have to keep them all together so they can track them, and I'm a big stupid, so I was very, very cautious, and I nearly fucked up at one point, and mixed them up, but I was like, wait, I'm fucking up here, I've opened 2 at once, this is a mistake, and I managed to put them back together. What are the results? PS5 or Series X? RTX 3080. I mean, I'm not that much of a PC master race, but I have the excuse that I can justify buying one for work. So I'm getting an RTX 3080 at some point in the future. Anybody who knows anything about the launch of that graphics card knows what I mean. I have a pre-order. Apparently I don't have a card.
BossToober apparently did 2 super chats and you didn't read one of them.
I thought I read them both. Maybe I read them in my head. I read... where is it? Can I have validation, please? And I said, you couldn't pay. I said, I can't give validation. And then he said...
Damn.
Can't even buy validation. That makes sense. But you put it in stars, so I just thought you were, like, making a point. I didn't see the... He didn't even read my second super chat. I accidentally made myself feel worse. Why do you feel bad, BossToober? I mean, you are a terrible person, but that's not a bad thing. I've had 3 tests now. Nearly threw up every time, and it was like my brain was being poked. You have to stop when you feel resistance, otherwise you will just poke yourself in the brain, possibly the back of the eye. Can you imagine? You put it up.
It doesn't go. Your top of your nose doesn't go to your brain.
Why do you think I said? Can you imagine? Imagine all the people.
What if I actually stuck it all over my nose?
Poking themselves in the brain.
It went to my brain and then cured my depression.
Well, you just poke yourself wrong.
Lobotomise myself.
You go, fall to the floor, spasm a bit, and then you're just like cured.
Yeah.
And then we start just going around the country, jabbing people up the nose. We become the new woo peddlers. I train Tai Chi, including sword. Perhaps I should bring it to the shop to make sure of the 1.5 meter distancing. I mean, all you have to do, you get shitloads of gaffer tape or duct tape or whatever you want to call it. And you wrap it around the sword and I wrap it around your chest. And then you've got a big, nice, like, distancing stick. And so if anybody gets near you, you're like, what? You turn around and you go, shunk. You're cutting people in half. Whiskey sacrament of atheismo. Oh, he needs his whiskey, does atheismo. I mean, send it to me and I'll make sure he gets it. You know. How do you think they do a lobotomy?
I've been watching Ratchet off on Netflix, so I know how lobotomy works.
Is it accurate?
Yeah, it is actually quite accurate how they used to do it.
I know that there's a thing up your nose and tink.
There's one where the original one, which is they basically just drill a hole in your head.
Yeah.
At the softest parts, which is at your temples. And they just drill a hole in.
It's staggering just how recently we were complete.
Cover your ears. The other one is they go in under the eye with an ice pick and get it to a certain position under your eye and then hammer it to break the eye socket and then push a little bit more into the brain. And apparently that's the best way for no bleeding.
And then wiggle. Wiggle.
Because like this shit is like obviously it's probably a little bit more dramatized with it being a show and stuff, but that is the type of shit they probably did.
I could imagine that it was kind of more fucked up because it was real.
They're showing like a hydrotherapy thing as well, which I know for a fact is definitely true. They put them in boiling hot water.
Sarcastic Barman wants to know if it's any good.
It's...
Mrs. Sick watches a lot of stuff.
I watch a lot of stuff and I'm very picky about things, but the first few episodes when she first gets to the...
Don't spoil things.
It's not a proper spoiler thing. When she first gets to the hospital are fantastic. The cinematography is beautiful. The colorization in it is just beautiful, right? And the acting is alright. And then as the story progresses on, starts getting more and more boring. I'm on the last episode at the moment. I'm like halfway through the last episode. And I'm starting to go, oh god, they basically ran out of fucking ideas, didn't they? If you just stick with stuff to do with the hospital, because Nurse Ratchet did fucked up shit to people in the hospital, that would have been better. It's rather than going on this fucking weird tangent that they're going on.
I go to the supermarket in my mobility scooter, usually try walking in the supermarket, and it really helps get people to keep their distance. And if you use my idea as well of strapping a sword to your chest, you can basically joust. Chest joust. I mean, to be fair, you should just get like one of those I can't remember what the jousting sticks are called. It's a jousting stick.
A jousting stick? You mean a lance?
Jousting stick. Big jousting stick. The new lobotomy to do is the HCL lobotomy.
Yeah, it's based off of Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest. They're sort of taking a little bit of...
Oh, it's that ratchet?
Yeah, they're basically taking
I always thought it was ratchet.
Yeah, apparently it's a lot closer to the books than the actual one who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest thing is, because they went for a bit more surrealism. This one is a bit apparently more accurate to what was in the book about her.
So this HCL lobotomy, this is a real thing, because that sounds fucking terrifying. The show is called Ratched, or basically it's spelt Ratched, but I'm assuming it's
Ratched.
Ratched.
Yeah. It's Nurse Ratchet and Ratched, because people get ratchet in it.
What does that mean?
They get ratchet from her because she's ratchet.
All right.
Like you, if you decide to go.
If someone got sicked.
You would lobotomize someone. They'd be sicked. Yeah.
I mean, I hardly ever lobotomize people anymore.
I'm so glad.
Penis.
I'm just glad. I'm glad you did the kids tests, because I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, that was no fun. Getting them to fucking. Oh my god.
It's inflicting pain on my child. Like, 'cause I did it to myself first, and I'm like, I don't want to do that to my kids.
I did that to myself first as well, and it was fine.
But you were laughing through it.
I know, because it's fucking hilarious. Like, you have no idea just how loud these gags were. They were epic. I was surprised by just how loud they were.
You're a loud person.
I know. I have a powerful voice. I want to watch Lovecraft Country, but can't rationalise paying HBO Max for it. Is it worth it? We don't know. We don't. The only thing.
I don't pay for shit. Like, there's Doom Patrol.
I mean, I do.
Doom Patrol on Amazon, but it's only on StarPlay. I was like, no, fuck you. I'm not buying that, even though I really want to watch it.
Hello, D-Rabbits. I'm assuming that you're also sexy, gorgeous, and terrible. I reckon if we go to a supermarket with a mask and those sticks from the test, people will run away even faster. Just run up to people and going, COVID test, open your mouth. I used to get in trouble for saying ratchet because my mother was sure I was saying rat shit. I guess, but he's my favourite Transformer. I like rat shit, Mom. Rat shit. I mean,
I guess it's the American accent.
If you say it in the English, ratchet, I don't think it sounds too bad.
Ratchet.
It depends.
Ratchet.
Ratchet.
Yeah, I think it's because I dropped the H's. Ratchet.
Ratchet. Ratchet. Her name is... Yeah, see? I was right. It's not Ratchet. I always thought it was Ratchet.
I thought it was. Is this a Mandela effect?
Time must have changed. We couldn't be wrong.
To be honest, though, Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is way fucking better than this thing. Like, I sit there and I watch through mountains of shite just because it's there. So...
we've been corrected. The proper technical terminology is pointy-ended jousting thingy. I apologise. I don't know. What's up, you 6 fucks? How many fucks are there?
0.
I did do a live stream where I built a theme park and I called it 6 Flags, and I was laughing to myself for hours before I started the stream, knowing that I was going to call it that. What region of the UK are you from? My grandmother was Cornish. I mean, no offence to your grandmother. But, the Cornish are the worst.
I think my great-great-grandma, which I never met and I was going to meet, but she died. But,
fucking bitch.
We were going to go down down to Devon for her 100th birthday, because that's where my dad's side of the family's from. And
Cornish accent for your show.
Right, okay.
No, I need to remember that.
It was her 19. She was 99, and it was like 3 days before her birthday. Never met her, and yeah, she died. And I was like, I was quite disappointed. I wanted to meet her. But, yeah.
But no, she didn't want to meet you, apparently.
Apparently she met me when I was a baby, but I don't, obviously.
Oh, and isn't that always the fucking worst? Do you remember me? No. We met when you were 6 months old. How can you not... Are you fucking stupid? You've had a few people do that, haven't you?
One of the...
I used to babysit for you when you were blind.
Yeah, one of my mum's friends, she, I just assumed that I was just one of my mum's friends, because my mum has shitloads of friends. And, yeah, we went round and she's like, oh, hi, how you doing? You alright? And I was like, wow, this is really friendly. And she's like, oh, how you doing? Oh, what you up to these days? And I'm like, I've not met you before. And then she's like, don't you remember me? I babysat you when you were like 3. And I was like, oh my god.
Why the fuck would you expect? Oh, that's it, the Cornish. The only thing, I used to go to Cornwall with my dad a lot when we were kids, because he used to go diving there. The diving's pretty good there, apparently. I don't know. I remember fragments of it, but the one thing I remember, and me and my brother, we just pissed our pants laughing about it because it was so goddamn funny. We went into a fish and chip shop, and this woman, dad asked for some like 3 fish and chips. She said, that'll be £5, my lover. And we were fucking dying, and he hands over the money. Thank you, my lover. I was like, fucking hell. She's easy. All you have to do is buy some fucking fish from her, and she'll shag you. Oh, that was so funny. Oh my god. Half my family is Cornish, the other half Scottish, and I grew up in North Wales. I am confused. I am not surprised. Jesus Christ.
That's a hell of an accent.
If you've got a combination of those accents...
That is like the ultimate farmer accent.
I just imagine it comes out like static. Where are you from? This is everywhere. She was a pasty. Basically. Well, it wasn't in Bristol. This was in Cornwall. I mean, you've got to remember... just because something's from one place doesn't mean another place doesn't do it. And just because one place nearby does something doesn't mean somewhere right next door. Yorkshire is fucking awful for this.
Tusk, enlighten me. What is the Old Lady bus stop? I have no idea.
The Cornish accent is so... I'm gonna fucking kill you! Yeah.
I actually do like the Cornish accent. I have a thing about accents. I like accents.
I don't know why. We used to go to Cornwall a lot when I was a kid.
Never been. I always wanted to go.
It's not that good. It's fine.
I want to go see the big rocks, but you're not allowed to touch them anymore.
It's on the English Channel. Yeah, there's some cool places there, like the big fucking island that has like a castle on it.
Go on, Tusk
that you can walk
is
to.
informing us with learning.
What you do is stand at a bus stop, and when one comes, pick an old lady and start waving at her and making call me signs. She'll think she's going senile because she doesn't know who you are. Oh my god. That's abysmal. I love it.
That's so mean.
That's fucking diabolical. Someone put a statue of Jason from Friday the 13th in a lake near a diving school. True story.
That's really good.
So I'm assuming this was done without at least 99% of the other divers knowing. I'm got to assume it was one of the other divers. You just swim down and there's fucking Jason. Knife out, I'm assuming. God, can you imagine? You're swimming through the murky depths, you shine your torch and fucking Jason is there with a knife. You'd literally shit. Actually, for you, it would be the fucking Weeping Angels from that one good Doctor Who episode.
That is actually a really good episode.
The thing is,
just...
that episode, people go, oh yeah, show someone this, it will show them how good Doctor Who is. No, that will show them a really good, completely different episode of Doctor Who that is nothing like the rest of it.
A lot of the David Tennant ones I actually really enjoyed.
It was a good Doctor. But but
he's just a good actor. Like, he's in all sorts of fucking shit, and I'm like, oh, he's in it. Let me watch this.
The Shakespearean ones always fucking are. That's why Patrick Stewart is amazing.
God, he's looking old.
No, he's not.
He regularly does reading Shakespeare and poetry and stuff on his Facebook thing.
Ugh. And why doesn't he do it on proper YouTube? He gets so many more views.
I've seen him because he's a boomer, isn't it? So I've seen him recently. I'm like, oh my god, he's starting to like look old because he's never looked old before. And I'm like, oh my god, he's got wrinkles and he's got that like weird turkey thing going on in his neck.
See, he hasn't been bathing in Earl Grey. He must have run out. I mean, wasn't that the thing? Was it 2017 when everyone started fucking popping their clogs? And they were just like, everyone formed a protective barrier around Patrick Stewart. Because that's one thing I've always said. I don't give a shit about celebrities. I don't care. But Patrick Stewart is someone who, if he dies, I'll be like genuinely gutted. I was pretty gutted when one of my favourite band people died, which was Wayne Static from Static X, which will mean nothing to a good 99% of you. But it fucking sucked. He was cool, and he's a rock star, so he fucking
Robin Williams
topped
died,
him.
I was really upset.
I was like, oh, that's really sad. And then some motherfucker came along and said...
And then when Chester Bennington as well.
But the Robin Williams one, someone said, you're free now, Genie. And I was like... I was like, you motherfucker. I was dealing. That was bad. 1 in 3 chance of a wrong result. Is that from the tests? Because that kind of doesn't surprise me. We got four tests going. So it's almost certainly going to come back the Rona there. At least one of us. To be fair, if it's not all of us, or at least not like 2 of us, then I won't believe it. I was gutted about Robin Williams. Yeah. Wayne Static's death hurt me too. It hurt me too. Yes. You're welcome to the 1%.
Betty White will outlive us all.
Oh my god, we've got more. We've got more Static. I mean, I guess it makes a certain sense. My intro is metal.
Metal music, anti-conspiracy kind of go together, apparently.
Yeah, but, oh my god. Yeah, I was genuinely gutted. And I had to, Memory Man, who some of you will know, some of you won't, my best mate who lost his memory of 5 years, part of that was the Wayne Static dying. And we bonded over Static X. And that was like, it really sucked to tell him. Not remind him, because I basically had to tell him again. So, yeah, I wasn't happy about that. But, yeah. Goo bad they killed the franchise now. Sorry, we've been playing a lot of Dragon Quest XI. Talking to slimes is both hilarious and fucking annoying. For fun with accents, Pip Parrots game night on Fridays. Dutch, Welsh, Irish, Scottish, and some even we can't decipher. Okay.
When you see something and it's at a glance, what is it when you hear something like that? Like hearing at a glance.
What do you mean? Say the first bit again.
Like when I was working down at the pub.
Yeah.
Irish girl came in.
Yeah.
And she ordered a drink. She just went, "Oh, can I have a rum and coke?"
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, I really like your accent. Are you from Scotland?" And she went, "No, I'm from Ireland." And I was like, "Oh my god, I am so sorry." And he was just like, at a glance, I heard it, and it sounded, because it was like a bunch of, around everybody else that was there.
Right, I see.
And it sounded like it, because I'm actually quite good with accents most of the time, and then I was so fucking embarrassed.
Well, there's a trick with that. I like your accent.
Where are you from? That's what I usually...
No, you make it sound like you know where they're from. So, whereabouts are you from? And they'll go, and they might go, "Oh, Ireland," and then you go, "Oh, no, I meant locally, I meant specifically." So it sounds like you get the information, Or they say a town that sounds, you're like,
that's
okay.
So fucking cheeky.
Why is that cheeky?
Because that's making it sound like you know the Irish accent very well.
Well, that's what you get when you suffer from anxiety, is you trick people into thinking that you're smarter than you are.
You are. That's the thing, though. You're very charismatic. And the fact that you're...
This is how you charisma.
Yeah.
It's all a facade.
I've noticed this with you as well. Like, there's two things with you when you're talking to people. You either mimic their movements or what they're doing.
I really fucking hate it when I catch myself doing that.
And the other one is you are so focused on the conversation with somebody that I can do anything to you and you just agree to it. Like, I'd nick your wallet, I give you like 3 beer bottles one time, you just stayed there.
You put some of those bottles in my pockets.
Yep, and you didn't even notice.
I noticed, but I was talking. It's not the same.
Yeah, but you're like so engrossed in the conversation with somebody that you don't even realise I'm fucking with you.
I have a very Glaswegian accent, but people still ask me if I'm from Ireland. Say, top of the morning to you, just respond with that.
In a Scottish accent.
He's from... I mean, yeah, I didn't used to think I had an accent. Then I heard less locals on telly. It was horrendous.
When I was growing up as well, I didn't think I had much of an accent because everyone around me seemed to have a stronger accent than me. And then I met...
And then you met me.
And then I went on 6 streams and stuff, and everyone's like, wow, your accent is really strong. I can tell you where you're from straight away. And I'm like, fuck, is it that bad?
I mean, to be fair, they're usually wrong. But they know you're northern. They know you're from Yorkshire.
Yeah.
They don't know specifically. They usually get that really wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody's ever gotten even close.
It doesn't help, though, because I moved around Yorkshire a lot as a kid. So I picked up, because I went to so many different schools, I picked up a lot of different accents, so I used different dialects a lot as well.
Never say top of the morning in Ireland, never. Do you know what? I'm going to go there, right? I'm going to say Tusk called, or something. Top of the morning to you and start doing like a jig. I will be murdered very quickly, and it'll be hilarious.
Which is worse, saying top of the morning or saying potato?
Top of the potato to you. Good old combo. So northern. Are you from Germany? Yes.
Yeah.
Jar.
Jar.
I'm a Norfolk boy. Honestly, don't have an accent. Yes, you do. Yes, you very much do. Yeah. I consider myself to have a fairly vanilla accent, but I'm a home counties lad, so...
If people trying to figure out...
But I sound very London when I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
You fucking slag!
I think one of the things with your accent as well is that it's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly where it's from.
Loads of people ask me if I went to university, which I did not. Because I have a university accent. But that's just because I'm a home counties boy. But, to be fair, where I lived, there were loads of people, you know, there were different places which all had very thick London accent areas.
Actually, like, because my sister went to uni.
Yeah.
And she kind of kept her accent. And she went to go and see some friends who she knew from uni.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh God. She's like, and they like kept the university thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's so weird because she said they used to be quite broad Yorkshires. And now they're like just...
Hello.
And, yeah.
My name is Jonty.
She says it's so weird. But she kept hers quite strong. I think it's
everything in Norfolk is beautiful.
Beautiful.
I can't think what a Norfolk accent sounds like off the top of my head. But yeah, you always think you don't have an accent depending on where you're from. But it turns out that I do and I don't because I have a home counties accent. It is still an accent, but it is the most...
I'm curious now.
It is the most BBC of all the accents as far as I can tell. It's the one most suited to articulation. What the fuck are you doing?
Norfolk accent.
Oh, you're listening to someone from Norfolk. See, yeah, but it's completely pointless for you to do that because you don't do accents.
It's like a weird cross between northern and southern. That's so weird.
Give me.
What? I've turned it off.
You're such a piece of human trash.
He said, what would you consider your accent? He went, completely Norfolk.
God, that sounds really weird.
Yeah.
I mean, that is you trying to do... As an American, I find Mrs. Six's English accent pretty much of the stereotypical English accent. Holy shit.
Really? No. Most people go, oh, I like your accent. Are you British?
Are you from Australia?
Yeah, Australia.
You've had literally every fucking English-speaking country.
Most of the time, Americans always think I'm Australian, which baffles the fuck out of me.
It's because you walk up to them and you're like, "G'day, mate. How you doing? God, let's get a barbie going. Gotta get... Oh, is Bruce about? Oh.
Maybe it's because I swear a lot.
It's because you're a cunt, mate.
I don't say cunt.
It's because you're all cunts. You gotta go to the fucking beach and then lie around and then not do any work because it's too fucking hot for that shit." I mean, how does anyone in Australia get anything done ever?
So sick. Which accent can you imitate the best? He does pretty good Irish and Scottish because he's partly that anyway, I think. So you have a lot of you have like a bit of experience with.
Yeah, and I know that there's more than one accent to those places, so.
But you do Aussie well because you've got family in Aussie. Yeah.
I don't think I do any of them particularly well. Personally, I think I do them well for a layman, as in, if I did one to you, you'd be like, "Oh, that's totally that," and it sounds really good. If I did it to the person from that place, they say, "What is this insult to my race?"
A lot of people like that though. There's this woman that I watched on YouTube. She's like, "Oh, I can do all the dialects from the UK," and I went, "Go on then."
Oh no, go on then, awful.
Go on then, love. Fucking impress me. And then she did Yorkshire, and she went, "Oh, I'm from Yorkshire," and I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" I went, "No,
no, you fucking bastard." I mean, whenever I go Yorkshire, it's always you bastard.
The actress in Frasier.
Oh, who
does the northern accent?
Daphne.
Yeah, she does. She does the northern accent. Hers is quite really good. She's got a really good northern accent.
I thought she was, but
the thing is, she got the dialect as well because her character's supposed to be from Manchester.
Yeah.
And she got the dialect from that as well.
But she's a proper actor.
Yeah.
So yeah. Ray Comfort had an affair with a banana. I was going to say had a banana with an affair, and it would still have been accurate. I've been told recently that I sound like someone on Corey attempting a posh accent. I loved it. Oh my god. I can't remember which one that is. Corey's the...
I don't fucking know. Someone said the other day, they went, "Oh,
Oh no, Corey's the northern one. EastEnders is the London one. I don't know. I don't do soaps.
I can't remember where I read it, but someone said something about, oh, it's a bit like something about EastEnders, and I was like, I would rather watch my husband's arse hair grow than watch that shit. And they thought it was funny.
When I get enough whiskey in me, I develop a Scots brogue. As long as it's Scotch. When you have enough bourbon, you just start turning into an American. That's how that works. Mr. Six sounds nothing like Steve Irwin or Crocodile Dundee. You call that a knife? Yeah, that's a knife. That's not a knife, that's a spoon. Oh, I see you've played knifey spoony before.
I do like spoons.
She does like spoons. Spoons! So, last week we did the stream where we told people to watch the thing. So how many people have actually watched Mrs. Six's video? And yes, I know that I am doing the narration. That does not mean I did anywhere close to most of the work. That animation takes fucking days. Days and days and weeks, probably.
It takes me a month to do, at least.
Well, I reckon if you did work non-stop, you could get it cracked out in like 2 weeks, but then you'd be like a husk. And
that is basically getting up in the morning, being on the computer all fucking day, not leaving the computer. I might be able to get it done in like 2-3 weeks. But no.
And it would probably be shitter as well.
No, because... fuck that. I've got Skyrim to play.
Yeah. All of them. All one.
I'm like halfway through the next episode as well. God, it took so fucking long to get to that point.
But I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of you lot, because we've got 1,000 subs in a week.
It's over 1,000 now.
Yeah, I know it's over 1,000. Of course it is. But, still going up.
Yeah, I don't actually care.
But 7, at least last I checked, 7 motherfuckers have disliked it. What human pieces of trash.
I don't care. I'm not doing this for other people. I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah, well, I get that. But, well, okay, you're doing the animation for yourself, and I'm effectively running the channel.
Essentially, I didn't have a job, so I have a lot of health issues, which cropped up after I had my kids.
Yeah.
And
don't have kids, it's devastating.
A lot of chronic pain issues. So for the past year, it's starting to come a lot better, and I'm being able to deal with stuff a lot more. And so I thought, oh, go on then, let's fucking try and do something productive, and so my SAD doesn't kick my ass this winter.
Well, you've come up with a lot of projects, but I think this is the best one by like some degrees, and it's the one that created the best thing.
It's the one that I'm focusing on.
Yeah.
And yes, the spoon stuff is the greatest weapon ever. Every time I bloody use magic in D&D, it never works. So I just go, you know what, donk, and it works.
Probably Hans Wormhat and his 7 accounts. You need more dick jokes in your videos. That's true. Or do you mean her videos? Because I don't think that would be quite appropriate.
I'm trying to make them family friendly.
I mean, to be fair,
my kids like to watch it.
A, the kids like to watch it. B, the people that you do D&D with are less family friendly.
Yeah.
That's as far as we're gonna put it.
Every time we have a session, there's always either something fucking sexist or a racist or some frigging discriminatory whatever, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm supposed to animate. How am I supposed to animate it when you're going around saying the N-word? No.
I wouldn't have brought that up, but
it's not. I didn't do it.
I know you didn't do it, but my point is that the internet is a harsh place, and that's why you don't tell people about the people that you know being absolute twats.
No, I tell them off for it. But...
I know you do. I hear you. But yeah, he's German.
Richard, my channel is called Spoon Staff Stories. I'm doing like animations and stuff on it. There's 1 episode. Hooray!
Yeah. It's not linked. It's linked on my chat on my community page, and it's linked in the last video that was put up.
There'll be more spoons later on. He starts collecting them.
Don't fucking spoil.
What?
Spoilers bad. Played an undead dragon in D&D. Of course I watched. Yeah, we've had a lot of people.
That's a cool character. Yeah.
We've had some people say, you know, I'm not into D&D and I haven't gotten it, but I actually quite liked this, which I think really speaks to the quality of it as a product.
Well, the reason I did
that sounds really fucking markety.
I watch a lot of D&D stuff, and my main issue is people retell the stories that they did in D&D, but they don't. One of the things that they lack, in my opinion, is they don't characterize their characters very well.
Yeah.
They're very separate from their own characters.
Well,
and the whole point of D&D is playing a character within a world.
So
it always felt off, not being able to understand who the character was. It's the same thing when I'm watching stuff on Netflix or Amazon. I need to connect with characters. And it's just who I am as a person.
There's 2 things that happened that I had a strong feeling would when it came to the D&D. One is that since we launched the show, as it were, players in her group have started role-playing more, and role-playing better, you would say.
Yeah.
And the other one is, one of them is now aping my voice for his character. The voice that we chose. Because we spent a lot of time coming up with voices for them. The hardest one was the female character, because it was a gruff woman. And while I can do a high-pitched voice that sounds passable, I couldn't do a high-pitched gruff voice. And it never occurred to me to just fucking speed it up and make the tempo increase.
I voice edit the fuck out of everything.
But it sounds so much better. What is your character? Let's play a game. I mean, it is in the credits. But if you've watched it, have a guess which character is Mrs. Six.
Did you just fart?
And no.
What the hell was that? Was that you, cat? Probably was there, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's quite obvious, but there's many clues. When will Sir Six start an OnlyFans so we can watch him pole dance? Oh my god, that sounds like a lot of work. The only thing I'm going to do on OnlyFans is I'm going to put out nudes, which will be pictures of noodles.
Blossom!
Blossom!
Yeah, Blossom is my character.
Yeah.
Six voice is a lot better than mine. I like my role playing is
like,
very limited.
Ooh, I'm Blossom.
No,
I do
fucking
think.
don't. Yeah, the one with the spoon star.
I honestly, I wasn't sure you were happy with my Blossom voice. I was going...
No, because, like, there's reasons why I liked it, which I can't fucking spoil.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's reasons why I preferred it being that way, because, but you kind of made it more charming compared to what I play it as.
Yeah.
Because all I play is basically I go up an octave and sound derpy.
Ooh, I'm fucking stupid.
And I go like, oh hello, I'm Blossom.
Well,
you want spoon, and that's how I play it as. But you play it at so much. It's just a higher level, basically.
Your direction was like the other people have been doing, and I knew they would. They've been talking about Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Because Missa Blossom.
It's basically that though.
It is very much that voice. But A, Blossom's so much better a character. But B, the actual direction for the voice is the aliens from Toy Story. Oh, which after listening to them, I realised is actually quite different.
Yeah.
But the thing about the Blossom voice is it's one of the easier voices to do that's also significantly different. The Aru voice is based on Elder Scrolls, specifically Morrowind. And every time I start talking like her, I start by going, "Hey, Outlander." And then, "Fuck you, I want to fucking chop some shit up." And then that gets spit up. Spit up. I need a wee. I'm going for a wee. You can talk shit about your creative process.
What do you mean creative process?
I mean, to be fair, there is actual work done into it. She stole my chair.
Of course I did. It's near the microphone. Shut up, bitch.
Blossom doesn't like that. You're a piece of shit.
We play Vampire Masquerade. I actually watched a run through. I think it was on Critical Role of Vampire Masquerade, and I really tried to get into it, like watching the players play it, because I like to have D&D things sometimes in the background when I'm drawing and stuff, and the people in it just came across as really pretentious and kind of annoying. And especially one of the characters where she plays as like a teenager who's discovering that she's a vampire, and she's just so fucking irritating, and she's 10 times louder than all the fucking characters. I had to keep turning my volume down, and I just couldn't cope with it after that. She just grates on me. So yeah, it's just and I really like the idea, like. The actual campaign itself seems quite interesting. Like, I find it weird that they have, like, hunger dice and stuff like that. But, Yeah, I haven't been playing D&D for that long. I've only ever played it with my group, and we've had like a couple of homebrews, and then rest of it's just campaigns from Wizards of the Coast. So, but I've always wanted to play it. I've always been interested in it because it's just sort of like a weird creative process where you have to sort of think of things on the fly. But Mrs. Sick, do you like spoons as much as Ginosaki?
Right, get out my chair.
Ginosaki? I don't know what that is.
The Ginosage?
Oh god, I'm so old, hang on.
Where is it? Ginosage, I don't know what that is. I got you some cider.
Oh, that's nice of you.
It is nice of me. I am amazing. Yeah, the only Vampire the Masquerade I did was the Vidya game.
Yeah, which I want you to play for me, but you won't because it's only on keyboard.
It's only on keyboard and mouse, and it really fucking sucks to play games for you on the actual... I wanted to call it a laptop then. But there's a new one coming out, and hopefully it's like a decent sequel and is actually a much better game.
Yeah, and hopefully it's controller compatible.
It will be, because it'll be on the consoles, and that's just how shit works these days. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased with how it came out, the whole the D&D thing, and you're. It's
really weird though. Like, obviously, I've always spoken about it. It's not like something I'm ashamed of some shit.
Mm.
But it's but like both Dickie and my sister.
Yeah.
And somebody else as well. I can't remember who it was, but they've all contacted me recently within like the last month and talked about D&D to me.
Right.
And they're like, "Oh, what does it actually do? What do you actually do in it?" And I'm like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "Why is people suddenly really interested in it?"
Didn't we talk to Memory Man and my brother about it a bit as well?
Yeah. Them as well.
I mean, we should share the fucking thing with it. I've been playing Final Fantasy VI recently. Which is the world's best D&D.
Oh god, yeah.
It is a good game. I really like it.
Richard, I'm watching Mrs. Six video now. I don't like D&D, but I love Ninja Turtles. Good with that. Yeah, he went as memey as fucking possible, and he's like 6 backstories that he's nicked from elsewhere into one character.
Yeah, the original character Don't Steal was my joke. That's the other thing. Although it is 90% her work, I do have a reasonably significant amount of input, especially in the editorial process. I add jokes. Well, usually, if it's a really stupid joke, it's probably mine. You change the grammar of it and stuff like that, so it suits the characters more. I mostly do that, so it's easier to read. Yeah, but it's, I'm used to writing like research stuff. Yeah, I'm not used to writing actual stories. So when it actually comes to that, so like 6 input is massive to me because it's just I'm very monotone the way I write. Yeah. And it's something that I'm sort of trying to overcome a little bit. I did sit down and try and figure out how much work I actually ended up putting into it, and it's way more than I thought. It's a good sort of dozen to maybe 20 hours. It's very random amounts, and I do like rewrites because we will sit and we'll read through it like 3 or 4 times before we even try and record. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. What's that? I attend Wasteland Weekend, a post-apocalyptic Mad Max camp out for a LARP with a LARP component. We had 4,000 in attendance last year. I like the sound of that. That's really good. Oh my god. The first time I played D&D was D&D Basic Edition back in 1984. Oh god. Oof. Many years, many thanks. Jesus. Yeah. That's the thing. I love the idea of doing D&D. I don't like the idea of applying myself to anything. My mum kept asking me if I'd won. Did you win your didn't? Down the chat just got a lot smaller. Yeah, it does sometimes. If we're talking about something that some people aren't interested in, they fuck off. But you know what? Fuck them. Good evening, Bill. But yeah, like I said, I'm very pleased with how that's all turned out. And, you know, if you want to hear me try and flex my more sort of... I'm trying to think of what kind of muscle it is. My more performative. But then what I do is performative.
Larynx? I don't know.
My more acty rather than just talking shit muscles. And, like, let's be frank. This was the first episode. And as good, as much as I like it right now... If this continues and we carry on for the next few years, I'm gonna fucking hate that episode. Because I fucking hate my old one. PC Master Race, lol.
I'm currently playing my first campaign with a dwarf cleric with a barbarian heritage. It's quite interesting. I'm always drunk, and it helps to tone down the urge to kill everyone around.
You gotta kill them all. Loki, you getting a 3080/3090? If you're getting a 3070, you're not PC Master Race anymore. Only spending $500/pounds on a graphics card. What are you, poor?
No. Jesus Christ, dude.
It was a joke.
Still, ooh.
He's the one who says PC Master Race. That's the joke. It's my favourite joke of PC Master Race is he's right against the tiny little screen saying, I can see a pixel.
More than likely, the Wasteland Weekend thing, and with COVID being around, not gonna happen.
Yeah. Also, you probably wouldn't go because people.
No, I'd go. I like the idea of properly...
I'd go and I'd watch.
I'd like the idea of properly LARPing.
Would you be a spectator?
No, I like...
Because you'd be a camera
I've always been interested in it. It's just everywhere... Like, they're either for, like... You have to be a member type shit. And when I was younger, I wasn't allowed to be a member until I was 18. And then the other stuff is like... You know,
then you met me and I
ruined
met
you
for
and then I got pregnant and blah blah blah. Yeah.
Wait, were you into the idea of Dundon LARPing before you met me?
Yeah, a long time.
Oh, okay.
I just never found it. I didn't understand where to find people about it, so... And
then they found me, and I said no, and then they found you.
The first time I ever heard about it, I was probably about 11, and I found a player's handbook in the library. And I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? Wow, that's a lot of numbers and equations for shit.
Suzi Wolf is going after spirit science for her first year anniversary video. I would wish you luck. I just wish you a swift death. Because I fucking hate doing spirit science videos. I am so goddamn stuck with my current playthrough, if you want to call it that. I don't know what to do with the shit that he spews in the next section of videos. Because it's all... As far as I can tell, it's the first thing that's based on someone...
Oh, fuck.
Did you just do a spill?
No, it kind of exploded a bit.
Can you still drink it? Does it matter?
True.
Quick, drink. Drink. You should have shotgunned it. That would have been important.
Oh, fuck that. No.
Wasteland was cancelled this year. Fuck you, COVID. Bloody COVID. Is there a channel more incorrectly named than Spirit Science?
Mud Fossil University? It's not a university.
It's definitely Spirits, Science, Whiskey. Very much so. Unfortunately, as we all know, Spirit Science is... and apparently the...
Creaky Blinder did a video on Mud Fossil recently.
He did. I was talking to him and he said, oh, I covered your mate. And I was like... I bet it was Mud Fossil, wasn't it? People have started associating me with Spirit Science and Mud Fossil. I don't understand. I get people liking the Mud Fossil ones, or Mod Fossil, as I say sometimes, because I can't do the speaking. But I don't get liking the Spirit Science ones, because Spirit Science is so fucking... I guess because it is so fucking stupid. And so ridiculous, and yeah. I really want to find someone like Mountain Tree Man again.
You know, like my sense of smell's been shit recently.
Because you have the COVID, yes.
I keep smelling incense.
I thought you were going to say incest.
I smelled freshly ironed clothes the other day, and it wouldn't go away. But now I smell incense.
Roger is as far out there as Spirit Science. Yes, but without any of the production values. I dislike Spirit Science immensely, but at least he's got production values. Roger, oh my God. Someone, please teach him to use a piece of editing software. Fucking hell. I feel bad for Roger's monitor. Poke.
I remember the first one that you did, and you're like, watch this. And I was like, oh my God, why does he keep poking the bloody screen? I
said, babe, come here. And you're like, what? And I click. And then he just jabs the screen. And you see that ripple effect across it. It's like, you were offended. Because we're both, even though Mrs. Six not as techie as I am, she is still appreciative of technology.
I don't like the mistreatment of technology.
Like, we've seen videos, like, there's this one of this woman washing her son's laptop in the sink. We were both just like...
One of the worst ones I saw was a woman, she got jealous because her boyfriend was playing the Xbox a lot. And this was like when it was brand new, the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And she got fucking jealous. And she said, a friend told me that if you put it in water... She's fucking dumb as shit, obviously. Yeah. If you put it in water, it kills it. So his Xbox is going to have a bath. And she put it in there. And she, like, put frigging bubble bath with it and stuff like that as well.
Right.
He came home from work. And he's like... saw all the wires outside under the TV, and he's like, the fuck? Yeah. He's like, what have you done with it? And he's like, have you thrown it in the trash, haven't you? And she's like, oh no, I won't do that to you. And then he went and he's like, what are you doing with it? What are you done with it? And she's obviously filming as she's backing up around the room.
Yeah.
And she's laughing and
stuff.
As
is the classic.
And she's laughing, and then he goes and checks, and he sees in the bath, and he literally falls to his knees. And he goes, why? Why the fuck would you do that? He goes, oh, you're always on it. You never pay any attention to me. He goes, just ask.
If you want the penna...
I said, you're going to... And the first thing he said after that was, you're going to pay for this. Because it was like...
No.
And there's that other woman as well who smashed her boyfriend's frigging PS5. And I'm like, why would you do that?
Wow, she smashed a console that's not even out yet. What a piece of shit.
PS4. And one of the things that really bothers me as well is like I get when you're not massively interested in games and stuff, but if your partner is interested in something, try and have an interest as well.
You do find I've been with a few women.
It's like there's plenty of shit you're into, like your Linus stuff. Like personally,
pure technology stuff.
Yeah, personally, I wouldn't seek that out on my own, but I'm happy to sit there and watch it with you because you're into it.
But I pick out also though. I do, like, I won't show you a video that's just about here's some graphics card, here's a bunch of fucking stats, and that you would hate that. But then they'll do one. There's a video I want to show you where they put a TV in their bathroom on a mount that comes right down to like there in the bath.
Fuck?
And they've got a TV like in the walls, and like everything's been waterproofed and shit like that. And it's just, and he's like, oh yeah, I can game on this. Okay, and now here's what I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna catch up on the TV that I need to clean myself, but I also don't want to stop watching. And it's like, that is exactly what you'd use it for, because and I hate it. It makes me cringe so hard.
What?
When you have your phone in the bath. In your hand, and your phone isn't as water resistant as mine.
Yeah, but I've never.
I know you've never dropped it.
The other day,
but it doesn't stop me cringing my soul out.
To be honest, though, the other day.
Wait, did you drop it?
No. The other day I was having a bath, and one of the kids came in and went, "Hi, mummy, you just relaxing?" And I was like, "Yeah," and she's like, "How do you hold your phone like so it doesn't fall?" And I was like, "I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to it." And she went, "Oh, but, like, are you not scared that it'll fall in the water?" I went, "No, I've got a grip on it." And she's like, "Oh." And she's like, "Have you ever dropped it in the water?" I went, "No, why would I do that?" And she's like, "Oh, accidents happen." And I was like, "She threatening me?"
No, you threatening me.
The only time I've ever put an electronic thing in water is when I was fucking pissed out of my head. I was wankered, and I was at your mum's pub.
Uh-oh.
And I went to the toilet, and because female frigging pants don't have nice deep pockets, I had shallow pockets on my jeans, and it fell out and landed in the toilet. Luckily, it was only a piss because I don't frigging shit in public places. And I was like, oh fuck! And it went in for like a second, and it was straight back out again. And I was like, I just touched my own piss, and I had to go wash my hands, but I had to shake it off. But it was fine.
Yeah, I mean, most of them have an amount of water resistance.
But it wasn't a smartphone. This was like one of my old brick ones that I used to have.
Oh, okay. But
yeah, that's the only time I've ever had accidentally dropped it in liquid.
I've accidentally dropped it in.
Oh no, there was the other time with the chili sauce.
Oh god, the chili sauce.
That was bad.
Is that why you've stopped having
we've got a
ladybags anymore? Purses.
I got a handbag, and I thought, oh, since women's jeans don't have pockets, I'll get a handbag.
Start doing the handbagging.
And because otherwise I'd just be holding it all the fucking time, and with the kids around, I need to hold the hands. And I was like, right, I need a handbag. Got one. Got a takeaway. Put the takeaway in it.
Oh yeah, we bought
I got
local really tasty takeaway.
Got a takeaway. Put it in the handbag. I was like, yeah, I'd be fine. And my phone's in there, and the wallet's in there, and stuff like that. Got home, chili sauce fucking everywhere, and I was like, oh fuck, and it killed my phone.
It didn't kill it.
It made the speaker was blocked to shit. It had chili seeds in it.
It had chili sauce in it, and I had to pick it out with a toothpick. Luckily, I sold it to a local place.
Suzi, oh fuck no! Like my thing now is.
I'm sorry, you have 2 extra pockets on your chest. So.
Well, I fucking don't.
When you wear a bra, that's 2 extra pockets that I don't get.
Thing is, that's where I used to put my phone and my money.
I know. And then your money started getting really sweaty.
And then when I was moshing in the club, I had to take it out because my boobs bounced like mad.
Bah, 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 smacked in the face with a phone.
Yeah, I dropped my phone doing that before.
You can sew pockets into your pants. I don't understand why the.
How about manufacturers just put fucking pockets in there?
Yeah, worse is fake pockets. Fake pockets are from.
That's like a deception. It's like false product buying type shit. You go, oh, there's pockets in these, I'll buy these. No, there isn't.
An OtterBox is the best investment for me. Yeah, I've looked at the OtterBoxes. They are quite expensive, although they never have them for the phone that I currently have. But with her old phone, I managed to get most of the value out of it.
Even though it had chili sauce in it.
And then I think I bought you a 3DS with it, which you played solidly on Animal Crossing for like 2 months, and then got bored.
I gave it to the kids.
And now the kids have it. And, yeah. But, did she have... Oh, that's someone said, is your daughter in the mafia? It's like, accidents happen.
Accidents happen, mother.
Accidents happen. You come to me when I'm having a bath.
To be honest, though, it is actually quite common. They say things that could be portrayed as a threat in some way.
Say things that are sinister.
Yeah, even though they're completely...
I think it's a kid thing.
I think it's because they're really sweet and they're such gentle, really, like, very...
lovely, generally.
Yeah, very friendly kids. And I think it's just... It's not really... I think it's just a mixture of what they say with how they say. And, yeah, and it's... Yeah, they sound like they want to kill you and find a horse head in your bed.
I mean, they do have a habit of murdering horses. Spigen cases are great for a good price. I mean, my best bet now is, and we've both gone with this philosophy, mostly because it was my decision, but you were happy with it anyway. Cheaper phones with big batteries. That's what we've gone with. Moto G7 Power for you. My G7 Power died, so I ended up getting a Moto G8 Power.
Apparently, Rodent wants to talk about boobs more.
I like boobs.
You have boobs.
You're a twat. I even drove over my phone with a mobility scooter and it had no damage. Thanks, OtterBox. I mean, mobility scooters don't weigh anything. I can pick up a mobility scooter. That's not much. Your phone should be able to survive that. Fucking hell. It's not like it's like a truck. The pocket on a new suit jacket are always sewn up. No, I don't know why either. I know exactly why. Because it makes them look nicer. Because when you can unsew them, and then they'll begin to bag. They'll begin to come sort of saggy and baggy, and they don't look as nice.
Yeah, having this like slinky kind of the slender look is a lot more appealing.
That is exactly why they're doing it. I don't know why, but for years I see more people with damaged iPhones than any other phones. Because iPhones are the main...
Like, you have a crack in your screen? Well, it's not your screen. It's
I don't have a crack in my screen.
It's your glass protector that you've got on it. But you have a crack in it. Like, there's no cracks in mine. And it baffles me how you even get that.
Because it falls off my desk.
Yeah, but I wouldn't let it anywhere near fall. It wouldn't anywhere near fall off of anything for me. Maybe I'm just way more fucking precious with mine. I don't think I am, but maybe I am.
Well, the thing is, there's certain things. If I think I'm in any way, shape, or form likely to damage it, I buy it on Amazon.
I think it's because
I'm crazy fucking
because I'm heavy-handed.
Mm.
I'm very aware of how heavy-handed I can be. Maybe it's because I naturally just subconscious.
I mean, I've seen you drop your phone.
Yeah, but it doesn't break. It's always on bloody carpet.
Your phone has all the extra stuff as well. I think you'd have a cracked screen if you didn't have all the shit that I put on your phones. You know, you've got a screen protector, you've got all that stuff. I hate you, so take this money. Wait, I'll be back when I can make this make sense.
Thanks, Anders.
Sorry, what are we snapping about? I don't know. I'm late because I was asleep. Damn you, unconsciousness.
Snap? Like...
Uh-oh. I just killed half the universe. Again. Fuck. I'm always doing that.
I need a wee this time.
Yay! I'll sit in your seat. No. Wait, the person who takes her phone into the bath is more precious. Yeah, exactly. She fucking terrifies me. Like, I will take my phone into the bathroom, but it's always sat, like, far away from me. Usually, I'll, because we buy big fucking multi-packs of toilet paper, what it'll be is I'll have a towel on top of that, and it'll be lent across that, and I can sort of see the screen and, like, watch something. Usually it's something to listen to, something just mostly speaking, but I still like to be able to see the screen. And, yeah, but she's just sat there with it in her hand, and it gives me so much anxiety. I hate it. I find women have this almost supernatural ability to catch stuff before it hits the ground as well. I've seen people in general do that. I watched the Dead Parrot sketch and thus was late to the stream. Well, I mean, of all the excuses I've ever heard, that's the most one with the parrot sketch in it. You're right, bitch.
I take my phone into the bath because I like to soak in the bath.
She does like to soak.
It lets the dirt come off a lot easier.
I know. Baths are disgusting after you've been in them.
Oh, you don't like it because I shave.
I don't like it because you don't clean the bath after yourself.
I've got really thick black hair as well, which doesn't know.
You leave...
Oh god, the amount of fucking hair that I lose off my head.
I think the main issue you have is that you have this oily skin and it just leaves a thick black tar after you've been in the bath. What? I don't leave that, you do.
No, that's from the face mask that I use. With all the black bits.
That's what they all say.
The green tea leaves. I don't like using microbeads because they're made of plastic.
Yeah, because they're fucking terrible for the environment.
Yeah, like really bad. So like I've been
trying
to find natural exfoliants, and my sister got me onto this clay mask thing to get the oil out my skin, and it actually works really well. It's from Body Shop.
Is bath the UK word for shower? No, it's the
I don't do
having a bath.
Why would I do a shower? It's fucking cold.
Yeah, she hates showers. Also, our shower is mostly broken.
I hate being cold. And the idea of standing... Why stand when you can lay down?
I'm going to be honest, when you were doing anti-SJW thing, I hate watched you. But now you're doing the anti-science thing. I'm binge-like watching you. So, you've gone from hater to liker. I mean, to be fair, we can send me messages, talk to me. I'd love to have a chat about what I said that you hate. Because there's a lot of... I don't disagree with most of what I said, but I definitely disagree with most of how I said what I used to say. Because I was early, when you're trying to find your voice, you're a fucking idiot and you say stupid things. But I like the fact that you like me now. At the end of the day, I'm assuming that you're somewhat left-wing, because that makes sense. Because I'm pretty left-wing. Actually, I'm quite left-wing.
You're more left-wing than I am.
Way more left-wing. There are stupid SJWs out there. I mean, stupid, way off the mark, super backwards SJW people as well. Exactly! That's the people I was trying to get.
Second Bob, if you want to see what I look like, go on my Twitter, because I don't hide my face.
She doesn't.
I got beautiful acne. You get to have a look.
She's got backney, sackney, and crackney.
No, I fucking don't. I do have backney, though.
I thought you were going to say, I do have sackney, though. Oh, me sack.
Ever since since I had the kids, all my fucking hormones went nuts. And I never had acne before, and now I get adult acne. It's fucking annoying.
I feel like, but with Charisma and Dave, I feel like maybe you've just mostly changed your opinion. Maybe back then you were like, oh, you're blah, 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 blah. But whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to assume what your thinking is. But what you need to know is I'm amazing. Facts.
Looking at old pictures of myself.
Looking at old videos of myself, I hate them.
Like, yeah, but...
Because they're all shit.
I was so fucking slim, and I used to think I was fat. And my skin is gorgeous.
Yeah, you were well stupid when you were young. That's why you started dating me.
Yeah, but looking at old pictures of me, I'm like, damn, girl, you were actually really good back then. Now look at you. Fuck.
Do I know Matt Powell? That's not a name that...
that actually sounds familiar.
In Bath, English equal tub, American. Yeah, but what do you call it when you clean yourself in the bath? Like, it's not a bath when you shower yourself. A shower's a shower. I love taking a shower, and when I say shower, I mean a shot of whiskey. Ah, see what he did there? Woo,
Matt Powell. I know, I really know.
Charisma and Dave, are you one of those people who used to leave the early dislikes on those? I mean, I've got a different set of people. So I'm assuming it's people hate watching me.
Is he a rugby player?
Also, if you hate watched me, why didn't you debunk me? I want more people to debunk me. Mostly because, especially now.
No, he doesn't go on Discord because he's an old man and doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody bloody says that at the moment.
What's that?
Sound like the woman from 2 Pints.
Yeah, which one?
The one with the curly hair.
No, you sound nothing like her.
I think that she has a deeper voice than me.
She has a much deeper voice than you.
Because she's proper like...
She's like, Ebagum.
I'm northern.
I had a right good do. As all Yorkshire people say it all the time. If accepting evolution makes you an evolutionist, do you just have to accept biology to be a biologist? I didn't realise it was that easy. Yes, that's how that works. Yeah, we know what stupid is, Sir Sick. Me. We know what stupid is. Stupid is Sir Sick. There we go. That's the... Could people not say ablutions? Because now I need a piss.
Ablutions?
It just means cleaning yourself, but... It also usually means, like, going to the boggins.
Today's the day of my ablutions.
Well, to be fair, ablutions is more of a term that they use in the army.
God, you big.
God, you dumb. Thank God for that ass.
I know, right?
Oh,
if I didn't have this ass, you probably wouldn't be with me.
I thought you meant me. If you didn't have that ass,
Americans call it a bathtub, but he wears a bathrobe. I don't know, we call it a dressing gown. I never really thumbs down people, even if I watch what I like. One of the things that I don't hate people. And people go, oh yeah, you've got to hate something. Like, yeah, I hate rapists and I hate things like that, but I don't... I dislike things, and I think that's one of the things as well, is when people get so fucking irate when when Six does a video on something, like, oh, you hate this thing. I'm like, well, no, I don't hate it, I just like taking the piss out of it.
I don't really hate anything. Hate is a...
What is with your chair? It keeps bumping.
Oh, it's probably at the bottom of its thing then. Don't turn it around when it's like that.
I'm not doing all.
Oh, you mean you're sinking?
No, I'm not sinking. It's like jumping when I sit on it.
Yeah, that was it sinking. Probably too fat for it.
I'm fat!
I knew that was going to happen.
You're like 3 times bigger than me, dude.
5, thank you very much. But I have better balance than you, apparently.
I think, sorry, I'm wearing a face mask would work. Whenever Sir Sick says, me want Jord blob.
I mean, to be fair, she's usually more
I've got a higher sex drive than
yeah, she jumps my bones all the time. Like, I'm perfectly happy to do a sex, but I'm also perfectly happy to just, like, do whatever I'm doing. Like, I had to teach her how to masturbate so that she could keep herself occupied while I was busy. I just worked too hard.
I have a high sex drive. I can't help it.
To be fair,
it's not as bad in winter.
You didn't have as high a sex drive until you met me.
Yeah, but your cock is amazing. All my other exes had like pencil dicks compared to you.
Yeah, she was all over my junk, and it was weird because it's one of those things. Like before you, I was always desperate to have sex with my exes, but they were always like so standoffish on me. So it kind of has the same thing. But when you ask for sex, I provide. Almost always, unless it's 2 o'clock in the fucking morning and I want some goddamn sleep.
Yeah, but you still do it anyway.
It's very unusual that I don't give you the dick.
Yeah, but I've actually got a bedtime now, so...
Yeah. I did try and...
Embrace the hate.
We tried to make a rule where you weren't allowed to do sex on me and after 12.
Like, I know your stance on stuff, but, like, what is your stance on, like, actually fully hating something? Because to me, like, even though, like, hate is a strong word, is actually a saying. Like, yeah, but it's true.
Yeah, I think hate is a very strong word.
There's very little
I will say that I hate things to be hyperbolic.
There's very little things I actually truly hate.
I hate making spirit science videos because they are so difficult to make. Because he just garbage, just bullshit, and he speaks so quickly. I fucking hate making his videos. But do I actually physically feel revulsion and hatred when I make them? So yes, because fuck that guy.
Okay, people want to know what you look like and they keep asking me.
Sexy.
So alright, okay. He's a cross between
sex and whiskey.
He's a cross between. He's like a fat Jason Momoa.
I'm like
who is a lot paler, and he's kind of like Rollo from the Vikings, and also
I'm very Viking, basically.
And also a little bit of Bill Bailey as well. And I think that's actually quite a good combination. That's
an upsettingly accurate description.
Yeah.
I'm like a sexy Bill Bailey.
Yeah.
How accurate is that?
That's pretty accurate.
Imagine Bill Bailey, but like really good looking. And that's probably me. I hate bigots, I can easily say that. And I mean real bigots, not fake bigots. The backwards shudderers are what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, like... Yeah, people who are genuinely hateful motherfuckers. People who are genuine people who hate people because they're different from them.
Even that though,
fucking cocks.
I call them a dick and stuff, but I can't say I truly hate them. Because a lot of the time, I think they're incredibly misguided.
I would say I don't hate them. I hate their bigotry, and I hate whatever it is that caused them to be that.
Yeah.
Pisses me off, and if it's stupidity, that makes me angry.
I guess that's the thing. It's I hate the game, not the player.
Yeah.
It's kind of like mentality that I have. I think we're sort of similar in that as well. Oh, just like Bill Bailey then.
I love your videos on Jordan because it's hilarious watching you in pain. I'm sorry about that. I mean, you used to hate watch me, so of course you like me in pain. Like the rest of my fucking subscribers, pieces of shit that they are. Talking sex ed, many seem to think all sorts of things while being clueless at others. that is life, I guess. I fight ignorance even if it's taboo to talk. Yeah, like, people who are against proper sex educations, those people do genuinely piss me off. There are some genuinely disgusting people out there, and...
Well, as in, like, don't tell kids anything.
Oh, all sorts of different versions of disgusting. I think not telling kids anything about sex is fucking stupid.
Well, my
because it just leads to more pregnancies that you were trying to avoid.
My mum didn't tell me anything at all. She assumed the school would tell me.
Jordan is spirit science.
Yeah, my mum just assumed that the school would teach me what to do.
Yeah.
And then later on, she's like, "Well, I assume you already know blah blah blah," and I was like, "I don't know shit."
I don't know shit.
And like one
of the things... And then you kept banging me, and then you got pregnant. You were like, "What happened?
One of the things I'm trying to avoid with the kids is that I'm teaching them certain like boundaries and basics. I'm not teaching them technique. I'm teaching them biology.
Yeah, we're honest with them about the mechanics of...
If they ask me, like, where do babies come from, I say, well, we have an egg and a sperm, and when they come together, cells form, and that makes...
one comes from a man and one comes from a woman in general and all that, that stuff.
I'm very honest with them. I try not to hide things from them, because all it does is, like...
It gets confusing.
When I was a kid, my mum went, "Oh, I'll tell you when I'm older," or "You don't need to know that yet."
My mum...
It pissed me off because I was such a questioning little shit.
My mum tells me that she told me everything, and I don't believe her for a fucking second. So, "Oh, yeah, we told you all that." I bet you didn't. I bet you were fucking roundabout about it.
My mum thinks that as well, though. She's like, "Oh, I told you about that. No, I had to learn it from the school." And the teacher was so fucking embarrassed, they mumbled their way through it, and all I heard was loads of kids laughing. And it took me fucking ages to realise about sex education, because I never got one properly.
All I remember about sex education, and this was in primary school, or, what do they call it, junior? Is it junior?
Junior school.
Is that American one?
No, we have a junior school.
What do Americans call it?
They call it middle school.
I got it primary school.
Primary school is the ages of between 5 and 10, maybe 11.
Years, 3 to 7 was primary school. There's nursery school or other kinds of...
Yeah, infant
school. But we learnt some in sort of year 6, year 7. And all I remember is it had this video of some naked people. And I just remember the woman's tits were fucking enormous. Like, since then, I've never seen a pair of tits as big as hers that were apparently natural. They were like fucking hot air balloons.
We didn't get a video.
And that's probably why I quite like big tits now.
We didn't get a video. We got a really awkward teacher mumbling her way through the biology and STDs. And all the lads in the class would just laugh. Like, most of the time, you'd think they'd separate, girls and boys, but they didn't. They kept everyone in the class. And
we were all together when we watched this.
And all the boys kept laughing and telling jokes and, like, throwing shit in class, thinking it was fucking hilarious. What year was this? It must have been, like, year 8.
Yeah, you got them in secondary school.
Yeah, I was in secondary school. But,
we did that stuff as well.
Thing is, though, I was actually genuinely interested. I wanted to learn this shit. But,
all I remember from that is putting condoms on bananas, and then the class clown put a condom on his hand.
We didn't do that. We didn't do condoms. We didn't do anything like that.
He looked so confused at his
All she did was explain that men get an erection, and this is how babies are made, and this is how STDs
Did she cough when she said erection? Did she go, erection?
Practically. She was like...
That's fucking adorable.
And she's like, and the man gets an erection, and she was mumbling, and I could barely fucking hear her. And my sex education was really basic and really plain.
You need, just a really aggressive bloke.
I'm saying though, if I actually had a good sexual education, I might have actually had better experiences for my first time and shit.
I'm sorry, but Nails 077 or Nails 77, I don't know. My 4-year-old niece teaches me lots of things. Yesterday she She and Dr. Barbie taught me that you can hear people's thoughts if you listen to their head with a stethoscope.
That's adorable.
That's fucking amazing. I taught a 10th grade when I was about 16 years. I got taught in 10th grade.
About 16 years.
Wait, you got taught sex education in 10th? Fuck me.
That is quite old.
That's too little too late. How many people were pregnant? I mean, we got taught. When I was in primary school, I was in a completely different district because we moved across the country, basically between my small school and big school. So I imagine that they had a different sort of curriculum kind of thing.
Sorry, I just reading.
There was a girl in our year who was pregnant, and it was just like. But even then, it was still baffling, and we'd still been like...
We put condoms on cucumbers, really big cucumbers, so I assumed that all men had cocks that big, and it really pissed me off when the first time I had one, it was
the size of a pretzel. What kind of pretzel? And also, was it as twisted? Because that's... The class clown, that wasn't you, Sick. I was funny... But I wasn't a cock about it.
And
class clowns are usually actually kind of dickheads.
They probably have ADHD.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop them being a dickhead.
No. Yeah. I was incredibly naive.
Yeah. Also, you've got to bear in mind that the school I was in with this class clown thing, he had been established, and I had just come into this school. So at that point...
oh, God. I hear some places intentionally refuse kids any sex ed, and even people scream at them and give them wrong information on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, there's some fucked up places out there. I mean, you've seen the videos. There's those Christian groups, and they're shouting about how gays, they eat the poo-poo and all shit like that. And it's just, it's bafflingly, like, these extremely strong sort of Christian areas. And if I was Christian, I'd be so fucking offended by these cunts making me look bad. But yeah, like a cheap pretzel, the tiny ones. Should have said pencil, and no, it wasn't all bendy. I like one of those rubber pencils. Oh, the trick! I forgot about the trick. Talk about school. You go, look, I can make this pencil bend. Ooh. I need to do that in front of the kids now. Like, Look, kids, I can make this pencil bendy. Aren't I fucking clever?
We had a few pregnancies.
Pretend I made it up.
We had a few pregnancies in our school. Mainly the fact that our school was basically shite.
Okay, so we were taught it earlier. They were taught it at 16, 8 pregnancies. Kind of... I mean, it's a small sample size, but fucking hell.
That's probably quite similar to what my school was.
You went through multiple schools, though.
No, I was on about the one over in the big city.
Okay.
Was
that why you were still there? Did they have a shit sex
The one
ed?
that I chose to leave to go to a different one.
All right.
That was a really bad school.
What was your rating on their sex ed, though?
Oh, God. That was the awkward woman one.
Yeah, okay, so she fucked them all up.
Yeah, and... Bitch. Yeah, and basically, I left the... and the thing is, it was one lesson, and that was it. It was just one lesson to tell us the biology of things and STDs, which I didn't hear anything because all the lads were laughing in class. And yeah, and I was so incredibly naive as a kid. I had no idea for anything. So the first time
demon balls? Demon orb?
First time that I actually ended up having any type of sexual contact with anybody, it's just I let the other person take the lead because I was like, I didn't fucking know what to do. To be fair, no one... Teenage sex is just the most awkward shit ever. But there's people who, take more of an active role in it.
True.
And, and it's just... I didn't know what to do.
And then you found my penis and you were like, time to activate.
Like, I know that went in there, but that's about it. And I was like, I don't really feel anything. It just feels uncomfortable. And that's all I felt. And then I assumed that I didn't like sex because of that.
Did I make you like sex?
Yeah, you did.
I just needed a massive one.
Yeah, I needed a big one. That was the problem.
I'm still not convinced mine is that big. I think it's just like man-sized. Man-sized cock, which still makes it sound really big.
Right, okay, so I can tell exactly now. Okay, I measured him.
No!
Yes.
I didn't say you're allowed to fucking...
I give measurements.
I don't care. No, you're not allowed. You're allowed to say, biggest you've ever had.
It is the biggest I've ever had. I remember the
quite a distance as well,
I remember the first time we were fooling around.
I said it's not that big.
The first time we were fooling around, and and I was like, oh wow, he's got a big dick, and then I was like, oh shit, he keeps getting bigger. What the fuck? And I literally said to myself, what the fuck? Because it just kept getting bigger, and I just didn't. Mind blown. It just never occurred to me something could be like that.
It's one of those things that, because I always grew up thinking, oh god, what if I've got a tiny penis, and you know, I'm slightly crooked, and so 2 meter tall cock. No, it's not that big, but it's decent. That's what I consider myself.
Well, yours has a slight bend in it, but oh my fucking god, that makes such a difference.
Yeah, wow. Apparently it's a good thing.
Oh my god, yes.
I didn't know. It's amazing the shit that you think. Like, you know, if you're worried about your dick being slightly crooked, no. Chicks, they love that. Because it means that if you flip them over and do them from a different thing, you're hitting totally new areas that are like, oh shit, I didn't realise that felt good too. You do it from the side, do it upside down. It's great. God, I'm so fucking glad not to be an unsexed teenager anymore.
The biggest I've ever seen is little over 12 inches long.
Just gonna say it did scare me at first. Big dick in England? 4 inches!
Yeah.
Is that how big you are, Lucia, Justin?
Yeah, he's twice as big as that.
Is that at least?
At absolute least that I can discern.
Good.
That he'll let me do anything with. He's at least 8 inches, but I think he's slightly bigger than that.
Slightly by, 4 inches.
And that's just, that's like 8.
I don't know.
8 is my estimate. And you're about 2.5 centimeters thick. Because I go by hand size, so it goes around like that.
That's not 2.5 centimeters.
No, I've measured it.
That's slightly more than an inch.
All right, but I measured it, and he said it was 2.5 to 3.
To 3.
Yeah, depending, because you get bigger, don't you? So.
You go with the bigger amount, dipshit.
But yeah,
so thunk.
Yeah, your girth is quite impressive more than anything
I'm
else.
reasonably long, and I'm quite girthy, so I have a good penis. Okay,
I like the fact as well, though.
I think it's just a fad. My penis.
Do you remember Nick? Your one of your mates.
Oh God, Nick.
And the thing is, right, I met him for like 2-3 times, and when I met him, I was like, oh wow, he's quite attractive, and he's tall and he's buff, and he's Viking-like, which is my type.
Don't explain him too well because
he's my type, right? He's a Viking.
He's the kind of people that someone might have heard of him because he's known.
Okay, but he's
Nick.
Yeah, and he's a quite an attractive bloke, and God, I haven't seen him in over 10 years now, though.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, and but I met him, and I was like, he's actually quite attractive, and I said to you, he's a good-looking bloke, and then you just wiggled your little finger at me.
I've spoken to a number of women who have had sex with him, and they all went, such a shame, with their little fingers. I'm like, really?
The thing is weird, though. He's taller than you.
He is. You don't penis size it. Like, I think for a guy my size, my penis is slightly above average.
One of the things as well, though, apparently on average of having sex is like 2 to 3 minutes is average.
4 inches? That's twice as big as mine.
But
4 inches wide. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, like 2 to 4 minutes apparently is average for having sex.
Oh God.
Like, short for us is half an hour.
A quickie for us usually lasts about 45 minutes. And we don't really notice it. I'm not very good at doing quick sex. Mostly because I don't do a jizz. I basically have complete and utter full control of whether... If I want... I can only jizz if I decide to. And then I have to work really hard at it. Get it? So, sex for me lasts pretty much as long as I can be bothered.
Most of the time, on average, for us, is probably an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, usually that's when I start getting bored. I'm like, oh, this has been going for a while. So I might as well just make her come, because I ain't going to do it. I thought there was something wrong with me, and I guess there still technically is, but it was years. It was a number of years before I actually managed to ejaculate during sex. Without doing stupid shit like jacking off, and then jamming it in a person. I fucking hated doing that. But that's the thing, you hate it when I don't come.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm not attractive. No. It's like, oh, fucking shut up. Do you know how hard work it is for me to jizz? That's so fucking annoying when you... Like, I had to explain to you.
I get it now.
I know you get it now.
You're dysfunctional. I get it.
Fuck you. I had fun in the 1990s. I was a male swimwear model. So QA Library's a sexy bitch.
Nice.
Most of my photos went on a new website. They mainly took photos of my body between the knees and navel. Got paid £200 to shoot. Wait, so your face? Oh my god. I'm assuming it wasn't good.
Between your butt.
Swim then. Right, we're just gonna cut your head off. It's like someone's doing a COVID test on me.
We want cock shots. That's what they should have said.
We need the bulge. Now I want a version of the song that says "so thick," but in a 70s. Wow, wow, so thick,
So thick. You gotta go thick.
Well, England, you don't get fucked. If you want to get fucked with an uncircumcised penis,
it may be a shicon, but God, it takes
Sir Dick channel.
With my exes, I could barely fucking feel anything, which didn't help.
Maybe you just have a large vagina.
I put it down to, I really like spicy food, and I need
the strongest version of something.
I need strong flavours in order to enjoy.
Strong flavour, strong dick.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's probably something similar like that. And also, I'm a bit of a masochist, so that probably helps as well.
I mean, you do like it when I do it very, very hard.
Yeah, I like it rough.
And I hate doing that because it's such hard work. I was like, oh, I'm sweating. I'm a bit tired. The worst thing with sex for me is that you always want it at like fucking 2:00 in the goddamn morning. And I'm like...
I'm a night person.
I'm a sleep person. Because I got shit to do and you know it. Like, if you came on to me at like 2 PM...
I'm busy.
I'd probably... Exactly! I'm busy trying to sleep at night. Dicks with Sick. Dicks out for Sick. I like my women like I like my coffee with a penis. Fair enough.
That's amazing.
Glad I am circumcised. You don't want to fuck Charisma and Dave?
Speaking of that, actually, I think probably because I'm bisexual, having best of both worlds is quite appealing to me.
You like the transgender ladies?
Yeah.
The boobies and the penna.
I like both ways, like masculine exterior, having girls bits, and then the other way as well.
Oh, you like everything?
Yeah. People go, people go, oh, well, you're pansexual. Oh, fuck off, I'm bisexual.
No, you're just greedy.
Fuck off. I freaking hate when people go, oh, you're bisexual, that means you're greedy then. Oh, fuck off.
You hate it because truth hurts.
I still have a type.
The truth hurts.
I like very feminine women.
And you like masculine men.
I like very masculine men. But women annoy me. So I can't be with a woman. Yes, it was a
cock shot, and stiffer the better, BPL. And wet, transparent Speedo all the way. My manager was screaming lesbian.
Yes, he was.
Amazing person.
Quick Six, yes, he was. He used to wear fake vampire fangs.
I didn't do it in the day. Oh, you mean...
Back in the day.
Yeah, at the club, I used to wear the vape... But I didn't fucking pretend to be a vampire. I wasn't a cunt about it.
And he wore a suit, and he's got his long hair, and oh my fucking god, yes.
I didn't... I like... waistcoats.
Yeah, but
I like shirts.
Yeah.
And I like nice pants. And then I would wear fangs because they looked cool. And when you're in a metal club and you're screaming along to the music like a motherfucker... Oh, that shit gets every motherfucker in that place wet.
Including the men.
Especially the men. Let's be fair. I mean, when I had the fangs...
You attract men a lot, though. I have noticed this. One of my friends, Alex...
Oh.
Yeah. He is flamboyant as fuck. He's lovely. I love him to
Was he into me?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and then I sat down with you.
I like Alex.
He was into you, right? We met at the club.
I really like Alex. Right? I think he's a nice bloke. I didn't know he was into me.
He told me when he was quite pissed, but I said, "Oh, come and meet my fella," and I was looking around for you, and then I saw you, and I was like, "Oh, right there," and I came up to you and gave you a kiss, and apparently he said he was already looking at you while I was looking around for you. And he was like, "Oh damn, yeah, he's nice." And then he's like, "Oh,
damn, bitch got game."
Yeah. And then he's like, "Ah, shit."
He must have had some idea. I've known Alex longer than I've known you. He must have had some.
I've known him for fucking years.
We've both known him
separately for years.
Where we went to club, he's been there for fucking way longer than you, and I've been there for way longer than you. I knew him. I didn't know he was into me. That's fucking amazing.
I'm the opposite of bisexual. I just hate everyone. I hate everyone equally. That's what it is.
That's not how that works.
Thing as well with bisexuality is you can...
I'm the opposite of bisexual. I wouldn't have sex with anyone. It's not like racism.
One of the weird things with bisexuality is that a lot of people don't actually realise is that you change. Like, my interest in women can go up, and then I'll start watching lesbian porn more, and then I'll go, women, no, fuck women, don't care about them.
Let's be fair, though, you're mostly into hentai.
No, I used to be, I'm not anymore.
Oh, have you stopped being into...
Yeah.
Have you watched it in a while?
I'm mainly into Viking stuff.
Have you been watching Viking porn?
No.
Or just Viking programs?
No, because it's fucking pathetic. I watch Viking programs.
Let's be fair, Viking porn is probably hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
Is it like pirate porn?
Yeah.
We have a friend...
It's like, it's really bad Scandinavian accent. And he's just like, "Oh, come here, woman." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, I can't do this. This is too funny."
We have a friend, and we'll just call him Dreads. And he told us about pirate porn. And he said it's the funniest thing he's ever fucking seen. I've not seen it, and I do need to see it. I'm not a whore. I'm bisexual. Naruto, fuck's sake. Hentai. I was well into hentai when I was a kid, because my favourite game ever, Final Fantasy VII, and I was well into Tifa with the big fucking titties.
Yeah, I dressed up for like Halloween.
I know, and I fucked the shit out of you.
Yeah,
it was
you
great.
did.
No gravy porn. Yeah, so I discovered hentai.
No, I'm not into
along
gravy.
With the types of games I was into.
Apparently, I'm quite tame for what I'm into.
Midget porn is good, but always too short. Fuck's
really
sake.
bad Scandinavian accents like yours, really?
Who's done I've not done a Scandinavian accent yet, I don't think. Although there is smoking the weed accent. I apologise. I'm a terrible person. This is not Viking porn, as in the stationery company. But yeah. Wow. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on here. What Ursine said. What did Ursine said? Word! I don't know what you're into Sudoku porn. Okay, fair enough.
What I'm really wrong.
Asterix and obelisks. Oh my god. I mean, they're just both punctuation, and that's the problem. You're really warm.
Yeah.
Well, Mrs. Sick has her bits out. So, time to fap. I like threesomes with 2 females. Beyond that, it gets awkward. I mean, yeah, because if you've got more than 2 females and yourself, then it's not a threesome anymore. And you're like, this isn't a threesome. I am so turned off by the lack of mathematical accuracy. I really need a wee. I should have gotten up when...
Oh, why do people keep following me on Twitter?
Because you make excellent YouTube videos.
No, I post crap.
Well, you do post memes sometimes. Mostly at me.
Yeah, most of my memes are for you. Go on, guys, ask me questions. He's not here. Have to get back to work. Okay, bye, Jenny. Jennifer. What is your first time listening to one of your live streams? I can't count the number of times you made me laugh out loud. 6 flags. Yeah. You're welcome. See you later, darling. Lord of the Rings porn? Well, yeah, if it's there, it exists, I guess. But it never occurred to me. No, the thing is, I like Lord of the Rings, but the men in it are very feminine. And it's not appealing. Lack of mathematical accuracy. Best SS comment of TSTP. Lord of the G-strings. Is that like one of the pawns? Because it's better being followed on Twitter than on the stream. Is it? I'll give you that, D-Rabbit. I haven't followed ye yet. At me 5k cap. Can you only follow 5,000 people?
On what?
Twitter.
I have no fucking idea.
I can't imagine following that many people.
I tend to cut down the people I follow because occasionally I'll go through it and go, who haven't I fucking seen anything from in a while or interacted with in a while? How tall is Sir Six? 6'3".
No, Game of...
6'3".
Game of Thrones, the men in that are all too feminine for me.
Excuse me. Khal Drogo.
Oh, no.
The Mountain.
No, he yeah.
You've got 2 people that you would flap yourself inside out over.
But one is like, you know...
One is Aquaman, and the other is...
One is Jason Momoa, so he's already on my list.
Right. He was on your list because of that show, dipshit. Right.
And then, but then I saw him afterwards with his hair down. I'm like, yeah, there we go.
You saw him afterwards with long, curly... And you know what? You know that guy we watch? We need to watch his review of it. But he did Cosmonaut Variety Show.
Oh, I fucking love that guy.
He's done a review of Aquaman. And it starts off and it's like, I don't like this film. This film's bad. Shit.
It is bad.
It's a stupid shit film, and he's at the end of it. It's like, I think I quite like this film, and it's just really good. Yeah, Aquaman the film way better than you think it is, but mostly because you won't pay attention when it's boring, and then an explosion will happen.
Jason Momoa
is fucking mad. Oh no, wait.
The only problem is I'm not like. He has such a beautiful face, but his body is too ripped.
He's too sexy.
No, but I don't like 6-packs.
He doesn't.
I don't like the no-fat, full muscle type bodies.
Mrs. Sick doesn't want a sick pack.
No, I like
a sick pack. She wants a sick barrel.
Hathor Bjornsson, the mountain in Game of Thrones,
who doesn't have a 6-pack.
He's one of the world's strongest man things, and he doesn't have a 6-pack.
He has an Atlas ball.
He has a barrel kind of body, and that is way more attractive to me.
Let's be fair. He has an Atlas ball.
Yeah, and that is proper muscle. That's what proper muscle looks like. And I'm like, that is way more fucking attractive to me. The idea that a man can break me is well attractive.
Yeah. And Hathor Bjornsson, basically what I look like.
Yeah, God, if you look like Hathor Bjornsson's not actually that attractive. I just kind of...
You don't like his face, you like his body.
Yeah, I cover his face up.
You have this, if you had Hathor Bjornsson with Jason Momoa's face.
Oh my god!
You'd jizz all over the place, but you'd settle for my face.
You're kind of like an in between.
I mean, I can see that.
You're very pale.
Yeah.
And you got really gorgeous blue eyes.
I'm a pretty good swimmer.
But you're also long haired and bearded and yeah.
So I stopped modelling after 200 pairs of Speedos. One perk of the job is you get to keep them at the end of the shoot. Maybe throw 100 pairs away as well. Baby oil just destroys them. So you based your modelling career on how many pairs of Speedos you had. It's like 200. This is too many. I'm done. About Chris Evans. Oh, Captain America.
Oh, right. Not that Chris Evans. The ginger
one.
No,
not Chris Evans from the UK Chris Evans. Chris Evans, the only one that matters now. Can you imagine being Chris Evans from the UK Chris Evans and now everybody means not him? It's
no,
like, fuck.
I don't find him attractive, but he seems like a nice guy.
He seems... You know who I fancy.
The thing is with me is I'm very particular how... I'm very... Actually, you know, like I've said, like, you know, you're really picky with with women.
And men.
And I'm really picky with men and how they look. And like...
And maybe that proves the people that you're more into.
I don't like conventionally attracted men in that I don't like them to look perfect.
What man do I like?
You like Brad Pitt, don't you? Superman?
Yeah.
Oh, Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like Henry.
I like Henry.
I watched a thing with him today, actually.
But it's hilarious because every heterosexual man is into Henry Cavill.
I don't like him. He's not attractive.
Apparently, he's just attractive to heterosexual men because he builds his own computer. I fucking loved his video where he built his own computer. I was like, oh my god, I would bang the shit out of this man.
I don't know.
We'd play probably more Witcher together because he is the Witcher now.
When you have men who are very I don't know, I like imperfections. I like people to look like themselves. I don't like people to look like porcelain dolls. And Chris Evans is a very porcelain doll face, and he's like perfect for films and stuff because he's very, you know, he's attractive. He's conventionally attractive.
My favourite thing about Chris Evans
the guy who plays Homelander is sexy. Like, his character...
I can understand why you might think that.
His character...
is a piece of shit. His
personality, I find more attractive than his face.
Yeah. He's a piece of shit. Christopher Reeve. Yeah, me too. You're into the wheelchairs. Fuck. No, I'm sorry. Hello, Sir Dick. Hello, Tim Cockwell. We can both do this, prick. So sick is sick. Sick as fuck. Clive Owen's King Arthur. Didn't see that.
Who's... What?
Clive Owen, I don't know.
Clive Owen.
The only Owen I think of is... Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Didn't we get someone that t-shirt?
Wow. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we did. And that was fucking hilarious. Wow. Fuck, who is it? It's Owen...
Actually, yeah, he's quite attractive to me.
Oh my god, he looks like a matchstick.
I don't know. He doesn't
look... there he looks like an unburnt matchstick, and then he looks burnt matchstick there.
I don't know.
He even has the lean of it.
He looks attractive to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not into him. I wouldn't fuck him. The question is, it's nearly 11. Do we continue?
Yeah, well, fuck no. Kids haven't got school tomorrow.
That's true. British actor. What a piece of shit. We're going to keep streaming. If you want to. If you want us to keep streaming, super chat.
Where is the cat? That's what we need to do in Beats.
Owen Wilson, there we go. Thank you. Chrisma and Dave, the hate watchers, they know. The cat is sat across from us, wagging her tail every time I say anything ever.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. What? What? Hey, what? Me? I got this, I don't know if it's made any difference to my videos, but I've started recording now. I've got a little box of those foam egg crates.
Can I send you and Mrs. a signed picture of myself, right?
If you must.
We have one fan art, which is from the guy who sent us the
PS4. Sent me a PS4.
He also put a little bit of fan art in there as well, and I fucking adored it.
It's the cutest thing.
And I put it on my wall.
It's been there forever.
And if anybody ends up sending us anything, it'll go on my wall as well.
Actually, that's a good question. How many people right now would send me fan mail? Because shit, it's expensive to have a fucking PO box.
Yeah, it is.
It is so goddamn expensive. To get someone, I was like saying that I'd really like a PS4, and someone just said, "Fuck it, I'll give you my PS4. I just got a PS4 Pro. I don't want this anymore. I'd really love it to go to someone who's going to appreciate it." Which it's been played to fuck. Keep streaming another 12 hours.
Yeah, Dustin, that message on his own is kind of weird. How old are your kids?
Too old.
30.
No, I mean that.
30.
I mean that. How the fuck did they get as old as they are? We have been in this house for 7 goddamn years.
Yeah, I know.
It is insanity. Super chat, but only if you talk dirty for 30 seconds.
Who, me or him?
Filth. Disgusting, degenerate. Just get some honey and then fill it with pretzels and then spit on it and maybe like what are those things that you put on
salt.
Yeah, fill the honey. Actually, honey and salt's probably not that bad. What would be really bad with honey?
Gravy.
Yeah, honey gravy granules poured into the honey. Oh, and then you heat it up. You make this weird honey gravy, and it turns out to be the world's best food. And then you're like, oh shit, that's not as bad as I thought.
And that's how Marmite was made.
I don't know. I don't think that's how that works. I'm enjoying the longer stream. Last week was too short, but I realised you had to go. Well, the thing is, we have this concept where a stream is supposed to be an hour. An hour is a standard, but if we feel like talking more, we talk more. Yeah, and if Mrs. Sick gets drunk, then we talk even longer than that.
Oh, yeah, we do.
I just poked myself.
You just covered yourself.
I just covered myself in the ear.
He just cleaned his ears and covered it himself.
Carrots and kumquats. How much cum is in a kumquat? That's the real question. Olympic barrel jumping like old times. I don't know. Keep going, I'm nearly there.
Oh, God. Gravy and sugar puffs. Oh, my God.
6 years. Remember the fire and the amount of time out of the house in the hotel?
Oh,
that
God.
wasn't 6 years ago. That was
like last year.
That was like, yeah, that was last year, maybe the year before, but it wasn't that long ago. It was close enough to still be a bad memory. Let's put it this way.
That fucking hotel, dude.
Oh, the pubes.
There's freaking pubes and there was
spider webs.
Cobwebs everywhere.
To be fair, did we see any spiders?
The food, oh my God, the food was really nice.
The food was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, it was really good.
They gave us food, and then on the day that they didn't have the kitchen open, because basically everything was paid for. We live in low-income housing, essentially, because...
That's where we started out.
That's where we started out. And right now, you know, we've got a little bit more money, but not that much more money. But it's saving us money. But when the fire came, we were definitely still poor then. When the fire came, when the Fire Nation attacked, a.k.a. when the electric company didn't know how to fix their own shit and set my fucking house on fire, you know, that was all paid for by... the council, and so they put us in a council house. This is one of the reasons that I did not ask for any money, is because shit was being covered, and people still sent me money anyway. And you know what? It did make life much easier. There were expenses in that situation that weren't expected and were quite high. I mean, we were about fucking.
Well, like
2 miles further away from school than we were before. And
like here, we have our own utilities, we're used to.
Yeah.
And then we went to the temporary house.
Well, no, I'm still talking about hotel.
Yeah, but I'm saying like at the temporary house, and we ended up having to pay the bill for that. Well,
the temporary house, like we thought we were going to get some money back for that, but we never did, and It's to the point. I'm such an anxious motherfucker that I don't like to deal with stuff, and I would rather pay more money and not have to deal with a human being.
Yeah.
I'm really fucking bad for that, and I hate it about myself. But I'd much rather just not deal with that shit. But in the hotel, like you say,
oh god, the mattress.
The mattress was terrible.
And you remember though?
We had to steal some pillows.
The mattress was like, at one side of the mattress, it leaned down towards the floor. And I just couldn't sleep there because if I was leaning down towards the floor, you were leaning on top of me. And I felt like I was being crushed. So we had to switch places.
Did we? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was fucking horrible.
Oh, the little TV they had in there as well.
Tiny TV.
Teeny tiny TV attached to a cupboard on a wall.
My tablet's bigger than that bloody TV.
we brought the we had the Shield TV so that we could watch TV we wanted to, and even that didn't work. Oh, that was interesting times. I'm really glad that's fucking.
Coin meters are actually on the way out, but there's a lot of places that still use them. My mum swore by them. She thought she wouldn't go into a place unless it had a coin meter in it, which is really fucking stupid because
it's a lot more expensive.
They're actually way more fucking expensive.
Coin meters absolutely still exist. My mum owns a secondary property that she rents out to people, and that has a coin meter in it. And it's basically you put £1 in it to top up the electricity. When we stayed, because basically when we go and stay with them, which I try to avoid as much as possible because fuck leaving my comfort zone. But, that's what she's got, and it's fine. £1 lasts you a couple of days. It's even full fucking whack with all the heating on.
Oh, fuck, Tim. Oh, no.
But a coin meter.
Just reminding that people probably had sex on the mattress that we slept on.
Yeah, and so did we.
Yeah, we did.
We had some fucked up sex on that. It was great. A coin meter is an electric meter where you insert your local currency into it and twist a little dial, and then it gives you more electricity. Basically, it's the people who own it. They can basically take a cut.
There's other ones as well where you put tickets in rather than actual coins.
That's what the normal thing is. In fact, the normal thing now is a fob. And we've only had a fob for about 3 or 4 weeks.
It wasn't long, yeah.
We've had to transition with fobs. Because the one thing that I understood about saving money is not to be on those fucking things.
They were really expensive, and because you're so anxious, you kept checking it every 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun to watch the number just drain down until you had no electricity yet. But yeah, those things, prepaid meters, that sort of shit. You've got cards, or you've got fobs, or you've got all sorts of shit. Tickets. One of my exes had tickets. And they're a fucking terrible idea. If you're on them, my ex... an ex that we lived with a short while, she was paying someone else's bill.
Oh yeah, she was, wasn't she? I forgot about that.
It made me want to just stop. Just give her a slap. Because that's the stupidest thing you can do. Yeah. There's lots of ways of paying for your electricity, but for fuck's sake, just pay for it with a direct debit.
I said, have you actually met any Earth debunkers?
Have I met any flat Earth debunkers?
We don't meet people.
I've never met anybody. No, to be fair, I've met people...
The last time we went out on a limb to actually go meet people was when we met up with, Irate Bear... And Eagle, and... Roy and Lacey.
Roy and Lacey, that let's be fair, they were the best bit. And they've done some interesting shit.
But, yeah.
We've met some people, but since then we haven't done that. Mostly because it costs so fucking much.
It's very expensive because we don't drive. It's quite expensive.
It's not even that. It's just going so far and taking so much time.
But having a car is so fucking expensive. It's
so expensive and not worth it. Easy F, please.
When I first met Sick, he was already living with his ex. And they were sort of in the middle of breaking up, but they weren't really because she was fucking weird. And I was friends with him at first. And then we started properly getting together. And because you didn't have a place to live yet, I kept coming over to her house to see you.
And you just basically stayed there.
And then eventually I just started staying there because I liked being around you.
The funny thing was, so we were staying there and the person she was fucking behind my back, she was then just fucking. And I was like, fine, I've got a new bird. I got over that shit because I had a new bird who was fitter than her, so it's fine. And then, she had a daughter in the house. So we would take care of the daughter while they went out to go clubbing. And then one day, she brought her mum over and said, oh, you're really, you two being here is a problem for some fucking reason. Mostly because she wanted to do drugs. And we were, we're not, totally anti-drugs, but the fact that she had a kid in the house, we were like, you shouldn't be doing drugs.
What happened was, she didn't like the fact that we were there. Which is fine. She could have talked to us about that, but she didn't. She decided to get her mum to talk to us about that.
I don't think it was just that.
I think based on the premise, it's not good
there was a short amount of time, a couple of months to be honest, where it was just a house share.
Yeah, it was
We had the living room, they had the bedroom, and then we all hanged out. And it was fun for a bit. And then she was like, and then she split up with everyone.
She got really fucking weird about it. And then
split up with the guy she was with. It was all so fucked up.
After we moved out,
she went so downhill.
She went really downhill, but I remember her.
And she stole your laptop.
She stole my laptop, but I remember a few months afterwards that we were down at the club, and I saw her, and I was like, "Oh my god, hi, how are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, really cool," and she was a bit drunk, and she's like, "Oh, I'm pregnant," and she was holding a beer in her hand. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I
and
dodged
she's like,
the fucking
and then
bullet there.
And then she leaned in towards me and she went, and I don't know whose it is. And
I
was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It was between 3 guys that she didn't know who it was. And I was like, holy fucking shit, girl.
She was somewhat pretty. She had a reasonable arse and absolutely 0 tits. And I like a good arse, but I enjoy some tits. And she, I dodged the fuck. It's funny because she was the first really attractive person that I've ever been with.
When I first met her, I was attracted to her because.
And then you spoke to her
because she's very feminine looking.
Yeah.
And she's goth, which was really appealing to me. But then I actually started getting to know her, and she's a fucking mess.
Oh my god, David Nichol! I just noticed his comment. Talking bad hotels. My ex-wife and I went to a bed and breakfast, I'm assuming, for a long weekend and caught crabs.
Oh, God.
But
you just COVID yourself again.
No, I faked COVID myself. But that's I simulated my finger going into my mouth because that's the kind of noise I would make. That's fucking disgusting. Jesus goddamn Christ. Well, I've got a lot more comments here.
Let me guess, that's live chat and that's top chat.
No, this is live chat. See, I'm good. It's just that's bigger. Because there's a fucking sideways screen.
But yeah, when we first got together, it was more like I met his ex first, and I was attracted to her.
Well, you met both of us. To be fair, you were
I met her first, and I was instantly attracted to her because she's very pretty.
Yeah, she was.
And then,
as long as she wasn't wearing her glasses, she had the thickest.
Yeah, she didn't. No, this is the club. She didn't wear her glasses.
Her glasses were amazing. They made her look like fucking
jam jazz. Yeah.
When she had those on, and she had these fucking gigantic eyes, she looked like fucking Sauron.
And then I met you afterwards, and I went, oh, he's attractive too. And then, then I talked to her, and the more I talked to her, and I was pursuing her at first.
Oof.
And then I realised how much of an arsehole she was, and she's not intelligent. And that's one of the things for me, is that I need to be able to hold a conversation with someone. And I'm like, and I'm like, oh my god.
Which is an astounding thing about you, because you've always been convinced that you were a thick fuck.
Yeah.
Which you're not. Because I can't stand...
No, I knew there was people stupider than me, but I never thought that I was that intelligent.
Most people are stupider than you.
But then I started...
That's the issue.
But then I talked to you, and we just stayed up all night talking.
Yeah, we could have long conversations.
And we still do that now.
And it's not long conversations about nothing. It's usually long conversations about weird, in-depth psychological bullshit. And, like... None of my exes could... One of my exes could keep up with me. And I'm not saying that I'm, like, super clever. It's just that most people don't keep up with me in an intellectual conversation about something. They're usually just stupid bitches. And that's the thing. And that's fine.
But I got more out of the conversations with you than I ever did with her.
And you got more out of my penis.
And then, yeah. But... Yeah, it's just... and then we just started hanging out with each other a lot more, because I was technically still with somebody at the time.
Yeah. He threatened to beat me with a hammer.
And then when
Wouldn't have fucking happened.
And he was super fucking jealous. Like, he was massively jealous.
Well, you were being nice to me at first, and then you went, wait a second, we
were friends, and he got jealous about me hanging out with you.
Yeah.
But he's the one, right... It was my 19th birthday party, and he's like, yeah, let's go out. And then he decided that he had autism. And it pissed me off, because I know plenty of people with autism, and he just decided that he had it, and he couldn't go out anymore, because it was too much.
Yeah,
and
I don't know if... I
went, dude, it's my 19th birthday party, you're not coming with me? He went, no, I'm not coming with you. I went, alright then, fuck you, flipped the bird, left, went to the club. Literally, as I pulled up to the club, I got a message from him saying, oh, I feel better now, I should have come out with you. And I was like, so fucking livid. Yeah. And it was actually the first time that I went out on my own.
Yeah.
Like, ever. And the first night that I met your missus, and then I met you... And yeah, and it was so fucking weirdly chanced.
I still remember the first time, at least I remember us interacting, and it's just me headbanging like a motherfucker, and you were just like, oh my god, I love this. You were just like pointing, you were like to your mates, like, look at this shit. I fucking love this. And it was so perfect. Let's be fair. It was family sick and family chat. All right, Dan, how you doing, mate? I just realised it was you. You sexy bastard. I feel like you should probably go to bed, because you're English.
One must sleep at a proper time.
Also, Dan, how's your subscriber count doing? We watched a bit of your creaky cast, and there is definitely a bit of me that's like, maybe we should do that. But then we'd just ruin your reputation.
Everyone here now, go subscribe to Dan, because his live...
Click on Dan Hetfield.
Alright? His music is so fucking good. He's got a brilliant singing voice. And this is coming from someone who is very particular about music.
More than anything, if you want to feel like you're at a club with a nice bit of music running on, Dan's perfect. Love him. It just... Sometimes I'll be editing and I'll put him on in the background when he's live streaming. I don't rewatch his live streams because for some reason it just feels false. Sorry, Dan. Even though I should watch those later, but I can't. It's something so much better that I could just type a comment like penis joke and then it's perfect. Or like, what is it?
But I really like that.
What have you always sung every time I turn up? Freebird.
Freebird, yeah.
Because it's like the first thing I ever said to him. I like clicked on the thing and I saw a person singing. They were playing guitar and I was like, well, now I have to type Freebird. And now it's like, oh, Sir Six here and he does Freebird. I like it. I'd rather he did Tenacious D.
What were you headbanging to? We had all sorts.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in metal clubs, and we would like a particular favourite would be
there's Our Song.
What's the Fear Factory song? Do 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 do. Get to me apart. Someone will know that now. Someone will be like, "Oh, that's fucking." But, that's a fucking tune.
We had Our Song every time we went down every weekend, and every fucking time we turned up when we were outside, we heard the same fucking song every time. It became Our Song, which is Skindred. Destroy the Dance Floor.
That's a tune, though.
Yeah, I know. Every fucking time we turned up.
Destroy the Dance Floor.
It was always there, either when we just got in or when we were outside and we pulled up in the taxi.
Destroy the Dance Floor.
Every time, and it just became our song.
Oh, fucking linchpin! Ha! Good boy. Dan knows. Dan fucking knows. A linchpin holds within a key to an end. Can't you see that we are one? Can't tear me apart. Fucking tune. That is a fucking tune. Oh my god. So, when are we all going to meet up? I'll be in the helmet, and then we're just going to all fucking headbang.
We did Metallica.
I did all sorts.
Devil Driver.
Devil Driver's
System of a Down, definitely.
System of a Down's probably my favourite band.
And then we
Dan,
had...
sing more System of a Down. There you go.
And then we've got... Oh, fuck. There were so many.
Disturbed is one of my favourite bands. And when he did The Sound of Silence.
Fred Durst.
See, Fred Durst is something, someone that I wasn't that into.
But when you got when you got everyone around you dancing to it, it's so cool.
Well, as long as you know how to jump and headbang at the same time, then there's some good shit.
The thing is, you taught me how to headbang, and you taught me how to do stuff.
I taught you how to do as much headbang as you're capable of, but my headbang...
Yeah, but then I got my conditions and I can't do it anymore. Hooray, chronic pain.
To be fair, my headbangs are better than yours.
Well, yeah, because you got amazing long
I thought you were going to say it because... No. My ability to jump off of a stage and then continuously headbang. And headbang twirl. Taking notes here. System of a Down is my favourite band. But make sure that you wait until I put penis joke in your comments. Because it's very hard for me to turn up to anything ever. But occasionally I'll turn up to you. So, but I don't like Dan. I'd said you done Freebird, and then I'd said something else, and you were almost going to put that next song on, and I really hated you for that. No, not being offensive, just the fact that don't prioritize me because I'm known.
Yeah, actually,
because I fucking hate that.
You do the same with me as well, though, Dan. I turn up and you instantly start playing the songs that I like, and it's like it's lovely, but don't do that because other people are there.
I like it in one way, but yeah, pay attention to the people. We're never going to be the people who keep up with you.
It's not people by priority; it's people by who was there first.
Do you want me to pour some Coke into that?
The fuck? No.
Well,
it was in the way, so I picked it up.
I thought you were like...
Well, if you want to give me a drink, you
you want me to make you a drink? Okay, fair enough. At least you got a glass. But yeah, do us a favour, because we hate being prioritised in any way. Pay attention to your normal fans.
I bang my head against the wall a lot when I hear stupids. Does that count as head banging? Yes.
Yes, absolutely. As long as you shout, I swing my hair back and forth.
Only when the wall headbutts you back.
I don't know how strong that is.
Probably quite strong.
It's probably not that strong.
I'm not used to whiskey though.
True. But yeah.
Oh that's sharp. Oof.
But it is Jack Daniels, so it's still probably quite nice.
It's nice, but oof.
Nice and sharp. Had to head out for a min, just got back. We are talking orgy etiquette, right? Yeah. I mean, you make sure that the people who ask first are the ones who get it first. But yeah, I'm saying to Dan, I don't want to be like, I'm the big YouTuber and thus I know how to do things. Like, you're doing something completely different from what we do here. But I will say,
I would
pay attention to who's first.
I would recommend having just a request list and you just go through them and keep adding them as you go. And then basically you never run out of content. And at the same time, people who are constantly showing up are going to get the song that they wanted in the first place.
Although on the other end, I can get why you would want to appease someone who is.
I get it though. When he but now he's got frigging over 200 subs. He's gonna.
Has he boosted up? Yeah. Fucking hell.
That was
fucking well done, Creaky.
Yeah, because that was Creaky. But
See, now I need to boost him up more than Creaky did. Thanks for the advice. It's noted and appreciated. One thing though. Don't feel prioritised. I saw your REM post about REM before this. Well, okay, that was with her, but with me, like I was saying, I said one thing, and then I mentioned a. You probably didn't do it on purpose, and like you said yourself, it was a very a stream that had more views than you'd had before, at least at the time. But think in your head that. This is a famous person. If you've thought about them more than once in terms of a song, fuck them. Fuck me. Play one song.
Sound by that.
Fuck me, Dan. Dan, come and fuck me. No, play one song by a famous person. Even you can push. I'm trying to think of...
Dan, as well, you don't have to play REM every time I show up. Yeah, I like them, but I like pretty much any song that you do anyway from other people's requests. So
she's way more.
So don't worry about it.
She's way, way more into the songs I like. So, just play my songs.
I like a lot of music.
She likes Freebird.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I literally said Freebird to you to take the piss, and you know it. If I had
song choices, I go, okay, Tokyo Machine then. Put Tokyo Machine on.
Yeah, you're not going to play Tokyo... I mean, you could, but you're probably not going to play that on a... But yeah, I'm not gentle. Yeah, but I have a big asshole.
You do?
Fuck you. But yeah, that's my 212 now. Good.
Yay, nice.
I mean, Creaky Blinder could have tried harder. I got my missus up to 1,000 subs because I was trying. Rock and roll.
That's because people like.
I thought you were gonna say that's because my content is good. Unlike Dan. Fuck you, Dan.
I don't know. People like me for some reason, and I
have no idea why.
I don't know why. It baffles the fuck out of me.
Alive So Sick theme.
Freaking Black Betty is a tune and a half.
Whoa, Black Betty. Ambulance!
Ambulance.
Oh my god, that was one of the funny. The guy got punched in the face after starting shit on a bus. And he went, call me Ambulance! And then someone turned it, whoa, Black Betty. Ambulance! Oh, Black Betty. Ambulance! Black Betty. And ambulance! That was so fucking funny. Oh god. Whiskey is a muscle relaxant. It is and it isn't.
It's whiskey is an antiseptic.
It is. I really didn't mean to derail your stream this much, by the way.
No, it's fine.
Oh, did you not know that this is the terrible stream for terrible people? There is no derailing. You don't derail shit, motherfucker. You're not that special.
You're shouting and you're fucking pissing the cat off.
Have you met our cat? She's an asshole. Wait, how about I deal with her and I get to go for a wee and you talk to the stream?
I've literally just been for a piss.
Yes, but I have been drinking.
Drinking?
Hey, baby. Do you want some food? Yeah?
No, don't feed her again. She's already had shitloads today.
No, I'm just going to walk around.
Oh, God. Old bones. Okay. Quick, ask me a question. You've got 30 seconds. Oh, Caravan Palace. Yeah, I really like those. I have quite a wide range of music that I like. And demon knob. My music sense is a lot more diverse in that my dad brought me up on sort of 80s rock music / classical music and punk rock music, and also country and old indie music. And yeah, and it's just, yeah, I got into loads of different types of music, and then my mum's side, who's very punk and rock and things like that. And then I got into dance music when I was a bit older, and yeah, I like all sorts of fucking music. If you want food, Bob, go get some. True, 40% is a good antiseptic. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? The size of my cock. Something. Didn't someone actually work that out?
I don't know, but I just know it's a reference to the Holy Grail.
I know it's a Monty Python thing, but I was just saying, like, I thought someone actually worked it out. African or European? Both.
Both. I mean, that's the way to do it. And also, fuck swallows.
Fuck swallow?
Yeah, just fuck them. Have sex with unladen swallows.
Coheed? I don't know.
Coheed?
I don't know.
Coheed and Cambria.
Coheed and Cambria is good.
Coheed from Cumbria, which is what I always used to call them. I don't even know what songs they did. Is Krishna and Dave still about? Wait, are they even still about? That's fucking miles ago.
Yeah, they're still there. They asked for the airspeed of a swallow.
Did they? There, I saw them. There we go. Yeah, it's as fast as you want it to be.
Is ABBA a guilty pleasure?
Not guilty.
No, like...
Just pretty good sometimes.
I guess there's like 2 or 3 songs that I like.
Yeah.
God, that really pissed me off. It just reminded me. Like, my stepdad got us a load of albums, and he...
As you do.
And he was like, okay, he laid them all out on the floor. And they weren't, like, amazingly new stuff. But some of them were new, some of them were old, and things like that. And my stepbrother and my sister got first pick because I was last at fucking everything.
Motherfuckers.
And, and they went off and got all this music that they liked. And then the only thing that was good that was left that I've ever heard of was ABBA. So I chose... So I chose the ABBA one. I went, you know what? Fuck you. And put ABBA at the CD in my old fucking stereo that I had. Turned it full blast. And it was just ABBA song for 3 hours. And they got so pissed off with me. I was like, you should have given me some decent music.
I don't know. Every time I think of ABBA now, I think of Muriel's Wedding, which is such a fucking quality film.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's such a good film. Like, it's so deeply fucked up.
Can't stand ABBA. The song I've known are big catchy.
They went to... Yeah.
I like the old Madonna songs. I don't like the new ones.
I like Vogue. Mostly because...
Vogue is pretty good.
Come on, Vogue. I think I vogued. I vogued in a Kirk Cameron / fucking Dipshit McGee. What's he called now?
I don't fucking know. Christian guy.
No, it's not about being Christians. It's about being fucking creationist. Christians think creationists are idiots. If any music is a guilty pleasure, all that means is you worry about what other people think. The solution is to say to yourself, fuck them, and listen to what... Yeah, I don't really have any guilty pleasures.
No, I'm quite open to a lot of different types of music, and I wouldn't say, like, oh, I kind of like these people.
Who's that bald comedian who's quite tall? He, hosts...
Al Murray?
No, he hosts everything. And he's got an Irish accent.
Oh, Darragh O'Brien.
Darragh O'Brien.
Yeah.
He talks about guilty pleasures. It says, fuck liking a band.
Because of my weird imperfections thing, I kind of find him attractive.
Yeah, but he's like a big dude.
He's a big dude, though.
He would throw you about a room and you'd love it. He says, I like it when I go through tunnels on trains to touch women. That's my guilty pleasure. It's like, oh my God.
That's really good.
That squeaky noise, did you fart?
No.
Then I don't know what the fucking squeaky noise is.
Oh, it's my chair rubbing against that.
I heard, ah. That's what it sounded like. My guilty pleasure is edging. Wait, we're talking about music. Chrisma and Dave, I thought you were a chick.
I've tried edging.
I like Darrowbreen. I think I've used him in a video to explain.
I've tried edging, and I just get really fucking pissed off.
I thought edging was for dudes.
No, you can do it with the women as well.
I guess, but edging to me is what my normal sex life is like. Edging to me is like masturbation. I'm just... the way I used to describe it was I'm not an insensitive prick, so my penis is one. And that seems to be about... Like, it's funny because you see my videos, you think, Sursic hates everyone. Sursic is an asshole. No, Sursic is unleashing his inner asshole very specifically. But at the end of the day, Sursic is a character. Sursic is a character. It's not someone that I'm like. And even if it's the thoughts that I have, it's not something that I would say out loud. But yeah, it's like I'm actually a really, really nice person. To a fault.
Like, I'm an arsehole and I know I am.
You're a huge arsehole.
Yeah, I'm really bad.
I have to fucking babes, stop.
Yeah, I'm not particularly good with empathy, and that I might be a psychopath because of that. But
you're not quite a psychopath.
No. I do empathise. I'm just very picky about what I empathise with.
I think that you sympathise. You understand things that you've been through.
I'm better at sympathy, yeah.
But you can't comprehend anything that you haven't done before.
Yeah.
That's my theory. Whereas me, if you watch me when I talk to a person, I will share conversations I have with people on Twitter. I am trying to understand. I want to understand what someone... Sursic is the drunk dumb, isn't he? I'm actually the drunk smart right now. Thank you very much, you piece of human garbage shit. Even though you're a rabbit, you're definitely still human, which is the worst kind of rabbit. No. When I talk to someone, I genuinely want to understand why they think what they think. And that's a big part of why I do what I do, is to try and figure out why someone thinks what they think. And that just makes me... I'm very much male. I've checked. Yep, penis still there. I'm just very feminine. Oh, you're a feminine dude. Might have to bang you. No.
Someone say female?
Someone say feminine dude? I do like a feminine penis. Apparently not. I was told he was dead, but just Googled him and he isn't. Wait, who's not dead?
What?
Me.
You?
I could probably be dead.
I think you had. You asked one of the kids today. You went, "Do you think we live in a simulation?" She went, "What's a simulation?"
No, I want to push their fucking perspectives. All right, okay, I know, but. I worry about them, and the girls are a little bit behind in terms of certain sort of social cues. I thought, let's just push them way forwards.
I reckon though, they're a lot of their issues come from being born prematurely, but
I think intellectually,
I think they're actually particularly quite smart.
I think intellectually they beat their peers. It's just socially that
just socially they're not particularly good.
And I think that's completely our fault.
It's not.
By our, I mean yours.
That's not our fault.
Yeah, it's yours.
I think it's... No. I think it's just because they were born premature.
Yeah, I think it's because they were born premature. It's an interesting thing with the kids. But you worry. I don't know about any of you. Some of you will have kids. Some of you will have kids with developmental issues. Our girls have developmental issues. We're not shy about that shit. We're hoping to get some help with it reasonably soon. But, you know, one of our girls especially, she has these freakouts. What do we call them? Meltdowns. I think that's the best way to put them.
She gets
today.
She gets an idea in her head and she rolls with it to like the 100%.
When we did the throat swabs, we were like, okay, you've done a really good job. We're gonna give you a treat, and she had decided because she didn't get to pick the treat, which was a Mars ice cream. Like the best thing, my fucking treat for me, that I didn't actually, I didn't allow this. Mrs. Sick went, I'm going to give her these ice creams. But I was like, no, these are my kids. I'm going to allow them because...
I did this throat swab for myself and it fucking sucked. Right? I was sweating and my eyes were watering. I
thought you were going to give them the fucking ice cream that I bought you.
The saliva was coming out my mouth. I was like, this swab is fucking disgusting.
Well, regardless of any of that.
And then I thought, oh, the kids are going to be fucking bad at this.
They were fine.
And they were fine with it. And I was like, but I already told them that I'm going to give them ice cream, so I have to give them ice cream now.
You know, see, this is why I don't tell them that I'm going to give them anything. Because I'm not stupid.
But I'm nice.
Yeah. You can be nice and stupid at the same time.
I'm here for the nice things.
Yeah. I'm here for the fucking teaching the kids not to be assholes. But anyway, you know, you gave them my Mars ice creams that I love, and I was very, but you know what? I was like, these are my kids, and they have done very well. They haven't been all.
You haven't been super emotional about having this done.
Super emotional about having the swabs to the back of the throat, which, to be fair, sucked. I hated it doing it to myself. It made me go, "Bleh!" But so much louder. You have no idea. I can't fake that shit. It is a loud noise.
You loud?
No, but it's so much louder. Like when
I've heard you brushing your teeth and you make the same bloody noise.
Okay, I make the same bloody noise. Me faking it then
basically, Sick is never going to be able to suck a cock.
I could have it in the tip of my mouth, thank you very much. I could give it a good...
I think it partly might be to do with something you've been tongue-tied. That might have something to do with it.
You would say that.
No, with you having a shorter tongue...
You and your tiny little cock.
With you having a shorter tongue, it might be related to the fact that you can't have things further the back of your throat.
Yeah, P.O. Box, I'll send maple syrup for you in the sicklings. In terms... I was talking about P.O. Box earlier, and it's just like, no. I have too many mental issues, anxiety and dysthymia. So I don't want to have children because they will probably inherit those traits, and it sucks big time.
Yeah, our kids are, one of them at least has probably got anxiety issues. But the greatest thing about it is that we can teach them what we already know about how to overcome it.
Fucking hell, Christmas and Dave. Like, Christmas and Dave telling me I used to hate watch you. Worse than me. This shit. How to get rid of your gag reflex. Just keep shoving smaller things down your throat until you get used to it. Then go bigger.
Start with a
As a pro-LGBT piece of shit,
I just love the idea.
I think people would hate watch you way more than me.
Start with a pencil and then go to a cock.
I don't know. We're back in the old internet days. Like, I remember talking to girls, talking to women, like when I was like, fucking hell, 16, 17, 18, whatever, and just having chicks like suck pencils in front of me. You know, I was 19 when I lost my virginity. I was a very late bloomer, as they say, which for someone with such a big cock, apparently, is amazing.
What about your first experience? Did they get mesmerised by the size of it?
No, not at all. You are aware of my first experience.
That was pretty weird.
It was very weird. But the fact that they weren't that amazed by my penis does ask many questions. But, I have multiple first weird experiences. Like, my lesbian at the time, quote unquote, I'm bisexual, and then just went, full lesbian.
Is that what were you worried about me as well?
No. I was worried about her when we met, and you started talking to her, and I was like, she does have a habit of trying to steal the birds that I've been with.
Yeah, but I didn't find her attractive.
And she's a massive asshole.
She's not feminine, the way I like women to be.
You like chicks. Femi dicks.
Femi dicks?
That's not what I meant.
No.
Femi chicks.
Women who are very feminine is appealing, but at the same time, I could never be in a relationship with someone like that. They piss me off. So it's a weird...
Well, generally speaking, you're not that into...
It's a weird contradiction that I have.
You're not that into women in general?
No. They
tend to drive you slightly mad.
I like the idea of it, but it'll probably never happen. So. No.
You like to be masculine all over.
I like to be dommed, and that's the problem.
Me.
Women can't dom me because I'm probably the dominant in the relationship.
And I won't let you dom me because, well, am I fucking stupid? Woohoo! The stream's still going. Yeah, it's a long stream today. I should have been back to work 2 hours ago. But, it happens. I've been working all fucking day doing fucking neck streams and getting a new Hoover and making that shit work. Oh god,
the new Hoover is amazing.
Have you tried it yet?
No, because it's late.
It's actually quite quiet.
I don't care. I won't use it when it's late.
You should try it. It's really quiet.
No.
No, you should do it now. Go Hoover.
No.
It's got 2 rollers. No, it's pretty quiet. It's amazing. I did watch last week's Charisma and Dave.
You're missing shit. Local pub's address as your PO box, maybe.
Is that doable?
It would be useful if we actually went to the pub.
Yeah, we don't go to a pub. I mean, that does make a certain sense though, but we're not that into anyone. What we would probably do, the worst thing we would do is probably have shit sent to Memory Man. Because he doesn't live near us anymore. When we had the PS4 sent to us, I had it sent to a town over's I can't remember the name of the software service, but it was sent through a particular service, and I went over there and I had to print out a fake Sursic timesheet, and that was a huge pain in the ass. So right now I'm I'd rather just have a PO box in general, but right now PO boxes are bullshit as well because I just don't want to go outside. It'd be nice to just have a PO box that sent shit to your house. Didn't cost you any money.
Why don't we have this place and then go buy another place and live there? But keep this place just purely for PO boxing.
Because that sounds fucking stupid. And as much as my brain is the big stupid, that sounds like a terrible idea. One of those Japanese ones. The face I make sometimes on YouTube's. Pubs have limits. Can't do that to Sir Sick. Yeah, that is the biggest part. I just play games, and audio is very much necessary for that. Audio is necessary in general. Talking of audio, I don't know how into audio you are, but I got myself a Fio DAC and amp, which was a USB-C ACK amp, and a set of AKG headphones. And as much as they're not as comfortable as they could be, holy shit, the sound.
I was talking to my dad about the headphones and I couldn't remember the name. But he was like, are they this brand? Are they this brand? Are they this brand? Because my dad's an audiophile.
Did he come up with them?
Eventually he went, are they AKGs? And I was like, that kind of sounds familiar. And he went, oh, they're all right then, yeah. He said, he said, they won't be best for listening to music though. And I was like, well, they're not for listening to music, they're listening for audio. And he's like, yeah, they're pretty good at that.
Yeah, I've got a
So you have my dad's approval.
To be fair, as much of a, what's the way to put it nicely, massive twat as her dad is, this is a person who used to talk shit about me to her.
He's autistic. My dad's autistic.
A, at the time we didn't know that, and B, that's not an excuse to be an arsehole.
No, but I'm just saying though, my dad's autistic, so he...
Probably.
The way he comes across is not always suitable for the situation.
And it's also not an excuse to be an arsehole.
No, but he always backtracks, because he realises he just comes out with
shit. He realises that...
Yeah.
How many times did he backtrack on being an arsehole?
He like 45, probably. He backtracks a fucking lot with my dad.
He backtracked a lot on me.
The thing is,
he backtracked most on me when I started making money doing YouTube.
One of the things as well is like when I just had kids. This was like a month after I had kids. I went to meet my dad and we went out for a bit, and he was like, "Oh, you thought about losing weight?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Oh, you're looking quite big." And I was like, I've just had kids. And he's like, oh shit, like he just made a terrible mistake. And he's like,
PO box costs too much, James.
And then he was like, oh well, some women take a long time to lose weight. And I told my sister about it. No, actually no, I told my mum about it.
Well, you told me about it first.
I told you.
But I don't matter.
Told my mum that my dad called me fat, basically. And then my mum told my sister, and my sister phoned my dad up and had a right go at him.
What the fuck? You fucking bastard. By gum.
And then the week after I met up with my dad again, and he was like,
he apologised.
Oh, it takes a long time for women to... He doesn't... No, my dad doesn't... my dad doesn't...
Your dad never says sorry.
He never says sorry, my dad. He'll always like, oh, I know it takes a long time for women to lose weight sometimes. And I was like, yeah, it does, Dad. And he was so fucking annoyed me.
Yeah.
I love my Sennheisers, but the only problem with them is after listening to 6, where everything's quite equal. The bass, the mids, the highs are very equal.
Yeah,
listening to my Sennheisers.
They're like 6.
The bass.
They're 5/9 somethings.
The bass kind of takes over a little bit of the mids, and that
they're definitely music.
And I was like,
Right.
And it makes it sound quite muddy. Yeah.
So I got a set of I think they're AKG 502s. No, 702s.
Oh, my dad used to like Bosch a lot. He used to really like them. That's the only brand he ever went for a long time. And then he started going for the more high-end like studio shit. And that's when he started moving away from it. He still has headphones like that. But my dad's very particular with music. Like
Alright, here we go.
He doesn't like the new type of production music because he says it's overproduced. He likes old style, like Beatles era type music where it was very kind of like casual.
Okay, so I have a set of AKG's K702s, which are reasonably inexpensive. Still 100 and odd quid. I got them for 120. You can get them for less than that, but I bought them on thingy things. And I bought a second-hand, but used like new, Fio K3's USB DAC, which is the cleanest amp and DAC that I've ever used in my life.
Isn't audiophile stuff like pseudoscience? Well, no.
It is, and it isn't.
No, audiophile is basically someone who is very particular and loves sound. Like my dad's a musician anyway. He plays keyboard, he plays guitar, he plays bass, he plays drums sometimes, but very rarely. And he's always ever been very musical, and he's self-taught on guitar. And because he became self-taught on guitar in particular, because he's very good at it, he became a jazz musician on doing that, and that was completely self-taught. And he learned how to...
I like that. Both sisters sound as Alienware to PCs. It's the high brand, but not that good.
My dad, he learned how to do jazz guitar by himself. And that was based on the fact that he just listened to music on records and then repeated it back on while playing guitar. And he did that for hours and hours and hours. And it came to the point where he's very particular about how things sound.
Right.
And that's all it is he's an audiophile in the fact that he's very particular with how things sound. The way
I would put it is that there is definitely some pseudoscience, and there's definitely...
Sorry, Electric Six. I fucking love Electric Six.
I'm assuming that that Kuzma and Dave are saying that because it's Electric Six. But in terms of... There definitely is some pseudoscience to it, but what you want to hear is decent amp and DAC and decent audio. Now, that's not to say that if you get to hear, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 worth of headphones with 10 grand's worth of amp and DAC, that you're not going to hear the difference, because you are. You are going to hear the difference. It's not pseudoscience.
Like,
it's more...
What's it like? My dad, he has different headphones for different reasons.
Yeah.
Like he has headphones. Like my dad he has headphones when he watches TV because he doesn't like the idea of noise coming out the TV because he hates the sound of the speaker on the TV. He has to listen to them on headphones. But he has headphones for that. He has headphones for he has headphones for music, for normal music, and he listens. It always baffled me because when I was a kid it never made any sense, but he hooks his music thing through like a sound thing with loads of knobs all over it.
That would be a DAC.
Yeah, it's like a huge thing. It's like a massive
it's almost certainly a
platform.
DAC.
It's got all these knobs on it you can turn and twist and stuff to make the music sound different. Right. And he would sit and listen on his bed. He'd sit there for like an hour or two and just listening to music, messing with the knobs on it. And yeah, and he'd do that, and then he's got headphones for other things as well. Like he has different reasons for using different headphones.
Yeah.
And like when I told him about the AKG thing, he was like, "Oh, that's not good for listening to music with," because he knows his headphones because he's an audiophile.
Well, what I was saying is that the headphones I got and the DAC that I got were very specifically. These are, what's the fucking word for it now? Reference.
Yeah, reference headphones.
I got a relatively inexpensive set of reference headphones. I wanted a set of headphones that I could, with a DAC that I could turn right up and hear the smallest amount of fuck-ups. Because I want to have the best audio that I can have. As much as I am completely incompetent at that shit, when I was doing the audio for Mrs. Sick, I knew that she had better headphones than me because the headphones I was using at the time
were gamer headphones.
Were a set of gamer USB headphones that were not good. And they were just comfortable. That's why I had them. They're also very heavy. The headphones I use at the moment are a different... Similarly comfortable, similarly uncomfortable. A biggest part of the problem is the heat at the moment, at least in this country.
I think that's because you just overheat in general.
I do just overheat in general, but when it gets colder, that's probably not going to be a problem anymore. But it is coming on to 12 o'clock. We need to stop. Mostly because I mean, the plan was to do more works tonight, but that's probably not going to happen. I wanted to finish a video, but that's not going to happen as I rub my nose.
Like, my dad's very, like, I was saying, like, with the different headphones and stuff, like, he's got ones for listening to music, and he's got ones for watching TV. He's got ones for when he's playing his amp on his guitar.
Yeah.
And he's got another set for other shit as well, and he's got ones for using his keyboard. He has so many fucking sets of headphones. And, yeah, he has different ones for different reasons, but he's very particular about the sound he expects, which is what makes him an audiophile in that sense. Like, the idea that, there's the perfect sound thing is very pseudoscience. It's very subjective.
Right, the Mexican Bob. Reference headphones. You need to talk to someone about how sound works in general to understand what reference headphones are. The headphones I use, the AKG 702s, they're inexpensive reference headphones.
Alright, let me explain.
They could be better.
Okay, reference headphones.
But they should sound flat.
Reference headphones are basically the bass, the mids, and the highs, so the noises are all the same level.
But you can hear them.
You can basically hear everything all at once. It's a beautiful, to be honest, these headphones are amazing, but they're a beautiful landscape of sound. You can hear everything within the audio. And they're basically so that when you're making music, you can hear all the sounds equally, rather than the bass being too overpowering, or the mids basically disappearing, or the highs being too piercing. It makes everything perfectly level so that you can make good music. That's the whole point of them. They're very good headphones. If that's what your type of thing you're using for. I like them because I can actually hear the mids of music in them. Whereas, like, most of the headphones are very over-bassed.
Yeah.
Which I like bass in music, but after listening to these, I like the idea of mids.
We're way past finishing time, but I will say we learnt a lot very quickly from a guy called Dank Pods. He loves his sound systems. We were going to buy Mrs. Sick a set of ear... what they call them.
You pissed?
No, my throat really fucking hurts.
Yeah, I got some. Jesus, dude.
I told you.
I got some inner ear headphones because I needed some for when I was.
I was gonna buy you.
I wanted some for the treadmill because wearing actual proper over the cuff over your ear headphones.
Some Randans.
Are so fucking sweaty.
I was gonna buy you some Randans, some Raycons. So I was looking up research reviews.
Fucking hell, dude.
The main thing that came up was this one dude, and I was like, okay, we'll click on that. He's Australian, and he's fucking hilarious. He makes way better videos than I do. Watch those. Dank Pods. Fucking hell. And we bought his recommended headphones. 2 sets of the earbuds.
Got Sound Liberties.
And they were Sound Liberties 79s.
They're really nice. Like, the bass is a little bit high, but you can hear everything else in it. It's really nice.
They do a great job, and I love them. And but ultimately, I'm just going to say, it's way past fucking finishing time. And I'm going to say goodnight.
Alright, bye-bye.
Get some... Go watch Dank Pods. He's a good boy. See you next time.
Come on, drunkie. Let's go to bed.
You're drunk. Bye. So Sick is dying. Is this turning into a snuff stream?